Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle. Tonight's game is brought to us by Stone Oilfield Services, Man Welding, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Bob's Thriftway, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Devon Energy, Now Pharmacy, and the First American Bank of Lovington. Live from the Ram Athletic Center in Portales, final game of the district regular season for the Lady Cats and the Lady Rams, and this is the game for second place. Whoever wins this game will get the second seed going into the district tournament next week. So for Lovington, going to be very important for them to get the win. Chances are whoever loses the game will be third and will host a Tuesday game, but you want to be that number 2 seed, get an extra day off, and then wait and see what happens. For the Lovington Lady Cats, they come in at 12-12 overall on the season. Under returning head coach Chief Bridgeforth, they are 2-3 in district, and right now they are ranked number 13 in Class 4A in the state. For the home team, Lady Rams of Portales, and I grabbed the wrong stat sheets. I hate it when that happens, so I'll find their stat sheets and get that corrected here momentarily. But, the Lady Cats coming off of a big victory the other night that was one that they definitely had to have, and they got the win against the Goddard Lady Rockets and set them up in this position to play for the second place in the district. Now then, on the other side, I did find the right statistical sheets in that one. Okay, there we go. We'll reset and try this again. Under Coach Wade Frazee, the Lady Rams are also 12-12 on the year, and they are 2-3 in district also. But right now, they're getting a little more love in the power rankings from Max Preps. They are the number 9 ranked team in Class 4A. So for the Lady Cats, as we mentioned, getting the big win a couple of nights ago to get in this position to play in the second place game, and a good complete game for the Lady Cats. They were led in scoring by Malaya Castro. She had 16 points in that ball game. Also in double digits, Elizabeth Wendia with 14 and Ashlyn Barunda with 12 in that contest. Also contributing, Aubrey Aranda with 5. And Erlyn Salcido with 4. And 3 points in the books for Myra Castro. For the Lady Cats, again, just a complete game. They played this Portales team very close at our place a couple of weeks ago, but going to be extremely important for them to put a full game together. Yeah, they had one bad quarter, and that was enough to cost them cost them a loss in that one. I believe it was 51-41, the final. So the Lovington Lady Cats definitely going to have their work cut out for them, but they are capable of running with this squad from Portales, no doubt about it. As the Lady Cats finishing up their warm-ups, the Lady Rams finishing up their warm-ups too. So we will take a timeout, come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off. This is Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
School is back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build champion cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
And welcome back to the Ram Athletic Center here in Portales, getting ready for the start of the final district game of 2023. The winner of this one will go into the district tournament next week as the number 2 seed. For your Lovington Lady Cats, their starting 5 tonight are number 5, Aubrey Aranda, number 10, Myra Castro, number 12, Malaya Castro, number 14, Ashlyn Barunda, and number 20, Liz Buendia. For the home team, Lady Rams, under Coach Wade Fraze, their starters tonight will be number 10, Brenna Jewell, number 22, Audrey Payton, number 32, Tyra Rippey, number 33, Miley Bonda, and number 34, Ebony Fulfer. So ready to get this one underway tonight from here in Portales. A lot on the line for both of these squads, and it will be that is Fulfer taking the jump against Barunda, and the opening tip will be controlled by the Lady Rams as it goes into the hands of Jewell, and she will bring it into the front court. She comes near side, and Jewell gets it back. They will move it around to Rippey as Rippey looks, takes it in on the left, tries to bounce it inside, swatted away by Barunda and out of bounds. Nice job by Barunda. They were trying to get it onto the baseline with Bonda, and wow, they're going to say Bonda touched it last, so it'll be a turnover for Portales. That's a good way to start if you are the Lovington Lady Cats. I will apologize in advance for the camera work tonight as a double dribble as you could see it, and just popping her head with the basketball. Wendia was like, I knew better than that. Yeah, I'm at kind of a funny angle tonight and doing the best I can with the camera, so please put up with me, and I appreciate it. Into the front court come the Lady Rams of Portales. They will move it up to, and then come back near side to Rippey. Rippey uses up the dribble, then to Payton. Payton works it around to Jewell. Giving her a little room. The high pass to Fulfer. And then back out to Rippey. She'll take it to the right elbow and then bounce it back out. Thinking about the three is Payton. Now they'll work it into the deep right corner with Rippey. Rippey, 15-footer off the base, no good, and into the hands of Bonda. And her shot won't fall, but she's fouled. She'll head to the line to shoot two. And they're going to call the hack foul. Going to whistle that one on Aubrey Aranda. Her first personal, first team foul on the Lady Cats. Bonda at the line, puts up the first, and that one is going to be no good. Bonda misses the first. We still have no score, just underway here in this one. Final game of the district regular season. Second for Bonda is up, and that one will roll home. So that will give Portales the early 1-0 lead. Into the front court comes Buendia. Running a tight man defense. Buendia takes it from the right to the left, hands it off to Aranda. Give it off to Malaya, then give it back to Buendia. She's got room. Hippity hop through the lane is going to be stripped out, but she is fouled, and she will head to the line to shoot two. And they're going to call the hold on Fulfer. That'll be her first personal, first team foul. So Buendia at the line with a chance to tie or take the lead early in this one. A shot for Liz is up, and it is good, and we are tied at one apiece. Buendia, the leading scorer on the season thus far for the Cats. Her second is up, and it is good. Again, the Lady Cats now up 2-1. Just put together the complete game. That's what they're going to want to do. A little pressure in the backcourt. They'll throw the fastball into Fulfer. Loses the ball. It is loose on the court, and she will slide it over. Somehow Jewel will get to it. Cycles around, gets it back out. That is to Payton. Payton to Jewel. Starts a drive in, and she is going to be blocked out. Nice job by the Lady Cats to force the turnover in the hands of Buendia. She will bring it back, takes it coast to coast, and the underhand floater is up and good. Nice job by the Lady Cats. They take the 4-1 lead. Little backcourt pressure once again. Looking for some room is Jewel, and a bad pass stolen away. Third turnover for Portales into the hands of Barunda. Her little underhand scoop, no good, and it'll be Fulfer with her first rebound. But they force the turnover. You like to see that. Into the front court, that'll be Rippey. Moves it back to Jewel, and then he'll move it around to Payton on the far side. Comes near side, Rippey in the right wing. Takes it into the corner where Castro will get to her, trying to get it inside. Another turnover. Great job knocking that one away, but they lose it right back on a bad pass. Flip it back out. Rippey from the left wing. Three on the way. Pardon me, that was Bonda. The rebound made by Rippey, and her putback won't go, and it'll be Barunda who will bring down the rebound for the Lady Cats. So Myra Castro will bring it into the offensive zone this time for Lovington. She'll take it, kick it out. Malaya thinks about the three and traveled. Yep, took that extra little step. Third turnover for the Lady Cats. 5:24 to go here in the first. 4-1. Lovington in the lead as Payton will inbound that to Jewel. As Jewel will direct traffic as she will bring it into the front court. To the far side with Rippey. Bounce it back to Jewel. Three-pointer on the way from the left corner. It is an air ball and will go into the hands of Myra Castro. So Castro leaves it off for Buendia, who goes behind the back, working against Jewel into the front court. Hand it off, and they'll get it over to Aranda. Deep left corner to Myra. Tries the high inlet pass and overthrows everybody, and Aranda saves it. Great job. Underhand it to Barunda, and she's going to get fouled by Fulfer underneath. Be Fulfer's second personal, second team foul. So she will head to the line. So Fulfer's picked up two quick fouls. And it'll put Barunda at the line to shoot two. So Ashlyn Barunda at the line. Pretty good from the stripe. Puts up the first and gets it to go. So now it is 5-1. Lovington up by 4 as subs checking in for Coach Fraze. That'll be Lizette Gomez and Skylar Massey on the floor. Lovington still with their starters out there. Barunda made the first, Eyes the second, and that one will be off the mark, and it'll go into the hands of Payton, and she's instantly going to be fouled, and they're going to call that push on Barunda, her first personal, and the second team foul on Lovington. Now Erlen Salcido will check in as Barunda heads to the bench, and it'll go into the hands of the Lady Rams of Portales. Into the front court, they'll come near side with Gomez, a bad pass, and right into the hands of Buendia. Lady Cats coming back the other way as Liz will take it coast to coast, but misses the layup, and it'll be into the hands of Skylar Massey. They'll break it down the other way. Using up the dribble to Jewel, top of the arc. Her three off of the mark and bounced around and finally into the hands of Peyton, and she'll try and go back with it, and she's going to get fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Couple of Lady Cats in the neighborhood, and they are going to call the punch foul on Salcido, her first personal, third team foul. Just in the JV game, which the Lady Cats lost. This crew likes to whistle the fouls. First one up for Peyton, and it is good. So that breaks the scoring drought for Portales. 5-2 is the score. So Peyton got the first, puts up the second, gets them both to go. Then that'll be 5-3, a 2-point Lovington lead. Buendia flips it to Castro. That's Malaya. Malaya takes it through the lane and high off the glass and good. Malaya Castro, who's had a great season, just a freshman, and has really come on here in district. Giving him a really solid, sometimes one, sometimes two option, and a bad pass the other way. It'll go out of bounds, and that is the sixth turnover forced by the Lady Cats. The Lady Cats right now absolutely frustrating the Lady Rams. So on the inbound, it'll be Buendia. She'll take it and cross right over center court. She'll work it over to the right side. Thought she was going to hand it off. So she'll get it into Salcido in the right block. Erlin will just have to push it back out. Myra to Malaya, left wing, wide open for three, and off the mark. Fight for the rebound underneath, and coming away with it finally is going to be Peyton. So Peyton will bring it back down into the offensive zone. She'll drive in, and she will run over Salcido. But Erlin didn't have the feet set. So she's going to get whistled for her second personal. That'll be the fourth team foul on the Lady Cats. And it puts Peyton back at the line to shoot two more, where she is 2 of 2. Lovington leading 7-3. First one for Peyton is up, and she is a perfect 3 of 3 from the line. And makes it 7-4, 3:28 remaining here in the first quarter. The whistle sounds as Barunda going to check in for Malaya. So that'll put Barunda and Salcido on the near side. Second shot on the way for Peyton, and that one is up, and that one going to be off the mark. She'll wind up with her own rebound, her fourth. Her little fall away from 15 won't go underneath. And the rebound going to be made by Rippey, and then it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Lovington. They've got to find a way to get in there and get those rebounds. They're giving Portales way too many looks. Saw that too many times in the game at our place a couple of weeks ago. Well, the inbound will come near side to Jewel. She'll put up a three-pointer. That one no good. Rebound fighting for it, and it'll go out of bounds. And last touched by Aranda. Right now, the Lady Cats just cannot buy a break. 3:15 remaining as the inbound will come to Jewel. As Jewel will bring it near side, gives it off to Gomez. Then the long cross-court pass to Peyton for three. That one is going to be off the glass. And the long rebound tracked down by Jewel, her first. Out near center court. Jewel comes near side to Gomez into the free throw line with Massey. Massey out to Peyton. She'll go to the left block, put up the 12-footer, and it'll rattle home. And that'll make this a 7-6 ball game as the Lady Cats will bring it back down. Now is not the time to have a scoring drought. A little left-handed push shot up by Buendia. It won't fall, and they'll call jump ball as Massey and Buendia tie it up. And possession arrow goes the way of the Lady Cats. So Lady Cat basketball, they need to convert here. As the high inbound comes to Salcido, they'll give it to Barunda and then throw the fastball inside to Malaya and goes out of bounds, and they're going to say tipped by one of the Lady Rams. Abigail Schaus will check in. Schaus comes in for Salcido, who sits down with two personals, 7-5, 7-6. Lovington in the lead. Looking to get it in the high inlet to Abigail. And there she is going to travel as she was getting bumped up by Massey, and they call the travel instead of the foul. Fourth turnover for Lovington. And the Lovington faithful hollering, yeah, they're pushing. Yeah, I think they're right on that one. So Peyton to Jewel, come near side, and they'll get it into Massey, and her 10-footer will float up and out, and the ball will go out, and last touched, they are going to say by Gomez, so Lovington basketball. 7-6, Lovington in the lead, 2:14 to go in the first. Winner of this game is the second seed in the district tournament. To the front court come the Lovington Lady Cats. Buendia working against Jewel, handed off to Castro. Malaya takes it in, and her circus shot is up, no good. Nobody underneath the rebound, and Jewell will come down with her second board of the ball game as Jewell throws it to Massey underneath and then stripped out from behind. Good hustle play by Barunda to get back to keep that from being a wide open shot. As Fulfer and Rippey will check back in for Portales. Inbounding it from the right baseline will be Payton. She'll toss it in, and a 17-footer up, no good. And coming through is Fulfer and ripping down the rebound. Her putback won't go, but Payton will get it. Her putback won't fall. Fight for it underneath, and coming away with it is Gomez. And finally, Schaus is going to come away with it. Four, I was going to say uncontested, not uncontested, but 4 looks at the basket for Portales. To it on the right corner for 3, and that one is off the mark. And they're going to call over the back on Schaus as Payton will come down with her 6th rebound. So Abigail going to go over the back, her first personal. That is the 5th team foul on Lovington. Just under 90 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Lovington leading 7-6. So Payton will run the point, uses up the dribble, and will come near side. Takes it over, and high off the glass by Bonda. That one won't fall. Ball loose on the floor, and Lovington will come away with it. So that'll be Barunda who comes away with it. Barunda takes it, gives it out to Castro. Left wing for 3. That one off the mark. And the long rebound is going to be brought down by Massey. Massey throws it in between and stolen away, but turned right back over. So Portales still on the offense. Bounce it out to Payton from the left wing. Her 3-ball good and no good. And it'll be Schaus with her second board of the ball game. We'll give it to Buendia. Under a minute to play here in the first. Buendia working against Bonda. Will back it up and direct traffic. Hand it off to Aranda. Aranda goes to the right baseline and swatted away by number 14. That's Lizette Gomez. 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lovington hanging on to a 7-6 lead, but in a bit of a scoring drought right now. Got to get it in. Come on. Buendia, and didn't get it in at the 5, and so that'll be the 6th turnover for the Lady Cats. So the inbound will come into Portales. And that'll be Payton to the front court. Just going to hold it between the rings. Now she'll push it over to Gomez, who comes long cross court to Bonda. Bonda picks up the dribble and moves it back out to Payton. They're going to be playing for the last shot. To Gomez, throws the fastball over the head of Fulfer and out of bounds, but they're going to say Lovington touching it last. 13 seconds to go as Payton will come over to inbound from right of her own bucket. Going to toss it into the right corner. Bonda uses up the dribble, will bounce it to Fulfer and knocked away by Buendia. Good hustle play by Elizabeth and out of bounds. 9 seconds to go in the first. So Payton to inbound left of the Lovington bench. Will take it into Gomez. Then they'll throw it into the deep right corner and knocked away from Rippey. Pardon me, I think I said that was Bonda. That was Rippey. Now 6 seconds to go as the inbound to Payton, and she travels. That'll be the 8th turnover for Portales. Lovington with 4 seconds to figure something out. And I think they're going to try and get Castro open on one of the wings. And they'll get it into Buendia. They're going to pick her up as she crosses the timeline, and she'll put one up from near midcourt at the buzzer, and it won't fall. But Lovington at the end of the first taking the 7-6 lead over Portales. We'll be back. Lovington Lady Cat basketball continues from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Back here in Portales at the Ram Athletic Center, start of the second quarter, Lovington leading 7-6. in this second place game. Winner will be second seed going into the district tournament next week, and that will be a good thing and a good sign, especially going into Selection Sunday next Sunday. So Payton will inbound it to, that is Jewel, and Jewel will get it back. They throw the fastball into Fulfer, but there to save it is Rippey from the right block. She will bank it off the glass, and it is good. Rippey has her first points of the ball game and gives Portales their first lead since early. 8-7, Portales. Buendia, no-look pass, and saving it is Castro, almost losing it. Looks and gets it back. Now Lovington will reset. Castro cycles it from the left to the right, keeps it herself. Malaya under intense pressure from Bonda, hands it off to Buendia. Buendia slings it off to Myra, left corner for three, and bang! Myra Castro drains the tray and puts Lovington up 10-8. Little pressure for the Lovington Lady Cats in the backcourt now. Jewel with it. Fulfer will save it, and she tosses and takes it into the offensive zone. Bounce near side to Rippey, then back out to Payton. Payton to Rippey. Buendia on her. Castro, swats it away, forces the ninth turnover. Malaya takes it coast to coast, a bump, no call. And finally coming back up and in as Fulfer is down and she is hurt. As Myra got the rebound in the putback, but Fulfer is down and she is not feeling good. Looked like she landed a little funny going up for that one. So our score right now is Lovington 12, Portales 8. As they got Fulfer up, and she is not feeling good, not putting any weight on that ankle. Now she's starting to walk it off just a little bit. So she'd be a big loss for Coach Fraze and this Portales Lady Rams team. So Lovington has gone up by 4. And now Payton will inbound it. It is Portales basketball out of the injury timeout. Backcourt pressure again for the Lovington Lady Cats. Portales still trying to get it across the timeline. Finally, though, with Rippey, uses up her dribble, and she is going to get tied up and split up. Ball loose on the court, and it goes into the hands of Buendia. Buendia gets it away, but then is tied up. But it'll be Lovington Lady Cat basketball. 10th turnover of the game forced by Lovington. The Lady Cats doing a great job there. 6.5 to go in the first half. Lovington up by 4. Castro into the corner to Castro. That's Myra controlling now. Hand it to Aranda. Aubrey hands it off to Buendia, and then Payton will come over and mug her. Her first personal. Third team foul on Portales is on the floor. So Lovington will inbound it. That's going to be Malaya from between the scorer's table and the Portales bench. Into Liz, who's just going to hold it right there. Jewel giving her a little bit of room. Lovington leading 12-8, 6:11 to go in the first. Buendia uses up the dribble, needs some help. Myra will come back. Jewel will pick her up, then they'll hand it off to Buendia. Buendia tries to go through the middle, loses the basketball, and into the hands of Bonda. She'll go over to the left side and put up one high off the glass. She's fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. And they are going to call the foul on Myra. Her first personal. That is the 6th-team foul on Lovington. Happen to agree. Call it both ways as they call the bump. At the line, it'll be Bonda where she is 1 of 2 and make it 2 of 3. There's been some bumps on some steals going the other way that have not been called. I think I have video evidence of that. So the second shot is up, and Bonda's going to get them both to go. Bonda with 3 points. Makes it 12-10. Lovington cannot afford to go in an offensive funk right now. 5:48 to go here in the first half. A 2-point Lovington lead. Buendia to Castro. That's Myra. Myra hands it off to Liz. Liz needs some help. They try and trap her up, and they're going to bump her. Finally, they call it. I guess you got to go down before they'll call something. They'll call the hold foul on Brenna Jewell. Her first personal, 4th team foul on Portales. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Chief Bridgeforth. Just a 30, so we will keep it right here and say a big thank you to all the good folks who make Lovington Lady Cat basketball possible here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Also on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. Wherever you happen to be watching tonight, we do appreciate it. Of course, do remember, subscribe to that Lovington Sports YouTube channel. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, somebody's going to get $100 of my money. Not coming from the stations, not coming from those great sponsors. Coming out of my pocket is my way of saying thank you for watching the Lovington Lady Cats and Wildcats. So tell your family and friends they can always watch for free thanks to those sponsors. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, somebody gets $100 of my money. So out of the Lovington timeout, it'll be Lady Cat basketball. As you got Castro, Buendia, Aranda, and Barunda on the floor. So Malaya to inbound it, tosses to Myra near center court. As Myra going to hand it off to Liz as Buendia uses up the dribble, and Jewel comes over. They'll throw it in, and Barunda got behind everybody. A little reverse layup, and it rolls off the iron, and Massey will come away with the rebound for Portales. Got to convert on those. Payton uses up her dribble, and she'll fade away from about 10, and then coming away with it, it'll be Aranda. Aranda throws the fastball into the front court with Buendia. Good hustle for Portales to get out, trying to get to Castro, and it'll be a turnover for the Lady Cats, their 8th. Portales having a little bit of confusion, but maintain control. They'll come near side to Rippey. Back over to Payton. Wide open look at three. Chooses not to take it. Then he'll give it back out to Jewel. Coming near side to Rippey this time. Her three on the way. No good. Bonda's there with the rebound, and her putback won't fall, but she's going to be fouled, and she'll head to the line for 2 as they're going to call the hold foul on Aranda. That'll be her second personal. 7th team foul on Lovington. So Bonda at the line to shoot 2, where she is 3 of 4, and now 3 of 5. So reinforcements checking in for both squads as Schaus and Salcido check in for Barunda and Aranda. Wolfer checking back in for Portales. Good to see that young lady back out there. Second shot up. That one not going to fall, and coming away with it is Payton. That's her 7th rebound. She'll get it into Fulfer, and she'll just bull her way in and put it up and in. Now that'll tie this one up at 12 apiece. So into the front court come the Lady Cats. Salcido takes it. Little jump stop, and a 10-footer won't roll, and Payton has another rebound, her 8th. I want to block her out as we hit the halfway mark of this second quarter. Into the corner with Bonda. Long cross-court pass to Payton. Lovington gets to her quickly. Now to Fulfer, deep right corner. They'll get it out to Jewel, left wing for 3, and that one is good. Left her open. Eventually she'll nail him if you leave her that wide open. Makes it 15-12 in favor of Portales. Buendia to the front court. She'll pull back from 3 for the top of the arc. That one no good. Off the tip from Schaus, but Payton somehow winds up with it. She's got 9 rebounds, and we are just under the halfway point of this second quarter. Coming to Jewel in the right corner this time for 3. That one is off the mark, and off of the tip this time, it'll be Buendia with the rebound. Back down, give it to Castro. She's bumped from behind by Jewel. Finally a whistle. Be her second personal, 5th team foul. And it is on the floor, but it'll be Lovington basketball. Lovington trails by 3, 15-12. Offense has gone absolutely to sleep for the Lady Cats here in this second quarter. Only 5 as they'll get it into Schaus. Her turnaround off the inbound, no good, and it'll be Fulfer with the rebound. As Fulfer brings it down. I'm surprised they didn't call that. Fulfer tries to dribble through traffic, uses up the dribble. Ball is knocked away, stolen away, 11th turnover for Portales. Lovington has got to capitalize on these. Trailing by 3 as we hit 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Buendia directs traffic. Jewel stays right with her. To Castro, left corner, 3 on the way. That one is in and out, and that rebound will be brought down by Gonzalez, who just checked into the ball game. She'll keep it herself. Pardon me, that was Bonda. She'll bring it back, and she will rattle it home. 2 points for Bonda, 2 more in her book. And now Lovington has got to figure something out as they trail now by a score of 17-12. Buendia gets stripped out going in, and the turnover, and then a jump ball as Elizabeth goes in and ties up Jewel, who tied her up and stole the ball away. It'll still be the 9th turnover for Lovington. 2.5 remaining as Barunda comes in for Schaus. And it'll be Portales basketball. Lovington trails by 5. They've had opportunities, just haven't been able to get a couple of point-blank shots to go. And they are getting way out-rebounded. To Payton on the near side, to Jewel, top of the arc. Almost loses it under good pressure from Buendia. Long pass to Payton. Fall away from 10 on the right base. No good, and it'll be Bonda who comes away with it. And Bonda puts up a shot, and they are going to call Barunda for her second personal foul. 8th team foul. Now Bonda goes back to the line for 2 more. This is her 4th trip to the stripe tonight. Puts up the first and gets that one to go. And extends Portales' lead out to 18-12. Second one on the way and gets them both. So now 19-12, 7-point deficit for the Lady Cats. At one point they were up by 4, now down by 7. Only scored 5 points in this quarter. From the top of the arc, Buendia. We just cannot buy a bucket right now as it'll go out of bounds and back into the hands of Portales. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. 19-12 is the score in favor of Portales. So the Lady Rams will inbound it. Running the point will be Payton. Payton to the free throw line, uses up the dribble over to Gomez. Her shot won't go off the tip, and Payton will wind up with it again. She's got over 10 rebounds, and the rebound by Castro, but she's tied up by Massey. But then it'll stay in the hands of the Lady Cats. Thank goodness. Need to score here. So it'll be Malaya running the point. She'll bring it into the offensive zone, goes around Payton, and is bumped. No call, and it'll be Payton who brings it back. Payton bounce into the right baseline from Massey. Needs some help, picks up the pivot foot. No call on the travel, bounces inside, and a whistle sounds. And they're going to say, yep, stepped on the end line. So 12th turnover for Portales. But Lovington has not capitalized at all. So back down comes the Lady Cats. Buendia goes behind the back as she works against Rippey, and going to call a foul on the floor. And they're going to call that on Rippey. That'll be her first personal. Just the 6th team foul. Not in the bonus yet. 1:08 to go. Lovington trails by 7. Need to convert here. Throw it in, and that one is going to be stolen away. And then a quick foul on Myra Castro. Nothing Myra could do about that. Just ran into her. 19 foul on Lovington, and will take the 85-foot walk down. And it'll be a 1-and-1 situation for who else? Bonda. .107 remaining in the first half, 19-12 in favor of Portales. Right now, Portales on a 13-5 run. So Bonda at the line. Gets that one to go and makes it 20-12. Portales has done most of their damage from the free throw line. Massey checks out, Fulford checks in. The rebound chance start here at the Ram Athletic Center. That one up no good, and it'll be Salcido with the rebound. Good job by Erlin, who just checked back into the ball game. So Buendia brings it across the timeline as we hit 1 minute to go. Buendia takes it into the left lane, puts up the left-handed shot, and is going to be fouled by Bonda. It'll be Bonda's first personal, 7th team foul, and Buendia will head to the line to shoot 2. Buendia with 4 points in the ball game and make it 5, and breaks a very long scoring drought for Lovington. 20-13 with 54 seconds to go first half. This doesn't take much time, gets them both to go. And so now a little backcourt pressure being put on by the Lady Cats. Payton to Gomez, and she'll just throw it over the head of everybody and out of bounds. Lovington has forced 13 turnovers on Portales, but has only converted on, if I'm remembering correctly, 2 of them. Well, the inbound will come from Malaya, gets it to Buendia. As Buendia to the front court, 40 seconds remaining. Lovington trailing by 6. Coming near side, trying to get it to Barunda, stolen away by Fulfer, but she steps on the inline before she has control, and so Lovington dodges a bullet, and they will keep possession. Myra, Malaya, Barunda, Buendia, and Salcido on the floor for the Cats. Brenna Jewell will check back in now for Portales. Comes in for Gomez. Buendia goes behind the back from the left elbow. 15-footer not going to fall, and the rebound by Rippey. Lovington with a lot of good pressure in the backcourt, but Portales will break it. Throw the fastball into Fulfer in the deep right corner. She'll throw it cross-court to Rippey. She'll take it to the left base and is going to be pushed out by Malaya. Coming to Jewell in the left wing with 7 seconds to go as they work it to Rippey. Bounce to Payton. Payton will take it to the free throw line, and her jump shot from there is up, and it is good. As Payton with 7 in the ball game. And at the end of the first half, it'll be Portales 22, Lovington 14. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show coming up. This is Lady Cat basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and you know you're gonna, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Napa, get up and go. Proud supporters of the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. So here in Portales, final game of the district regular season. Second place in the district on the line tonight. And Portales leads this one 22-14. Taking a look at the numbers in the first half of this one, we'll start with Portales. Their leading scorer right now, Miley Bonda, has 8 points in the ball game. 6 of those 8 coming from the free throw line. 7 points for Audrey Payton. She had, I quit keeping up with rebounds because I was trying to keep everything in frame, but she has at least 10 rebounds in that first half, so pretty good candidate for a double-double there. 3 points for Brenna Jewell. Then you got a bucket for Taya Rippey and a bucket for Ebony Fulfer. Lady Rams go 9 of 13 from the free throw line in that first half. As we mentioned, they turned the ball over 13 times, but Lovington not really able to capitalize on those turnovers. Turning the page for your Wildcats, it'll be Elizabeth Buendia. She had 6 points in the first half, 5 from Myra Castro, 2 from Alea Castro, then a single point for Ashlyn Barunda, and that's it. Lovington goes 5 of 6 from the free throw line in that first half. They did not get a lot of opportunities. Matter of fact, less than half of the chances from the stripe that Portales got in that first half. Turned the ball over 10 times, and nobody really in foul trouble yet. But you've got Aranda Myra Castro, Ashlyn Barunda, Erlin Salcido, each with 2 fouls apiece. So something to, keep an eye on moving forward. Talked about it in the pregame show from Stone Oilfield Services. Lovington could not afford to have a slow quarter. Well, they just had it, and now they're down by 8 points. So that means they're going to have to come storming back. They are going to have to put together a whale of a second half. They cannot afford to just kind of be out there and go to sleep. Sometimes the offense does kind of seem to just kind of peter off a little bit. They played great defense in that second quarter, but the offense just not there. They got outscored by 15-7. Make that 15-8 in that second half. So Lovington with some work to do, to be sure, in that second half. So, keys to the second half is put it all together. Keep the offense rolling. Find some way to make it happen. You've got to make the shots when you have the open looks. They had a couple open looks, point-blank layups, a couple of breakaways, and they just did not convert on them. You've got to do that. Shot selection. Find the right shot and make them fall. Defensively, they're doing a pretty good job. Too many fouls, but I think if you go back and watch the video, listen to that audio, you'll see what I think about that. So you can't be scared, though, of picking up the fouls. You've got to continue to play tough defense. Right now, 9 of the 22 on the board, so not quite half, though, for Portales have come from the free throw line. So you've got to be aware of it. Just keep playing tight defense. Make them beat you from the floor, not from the free throw line. So get open, make good shot selections, and you can get out of here with the win and the second seed in the district tournament, which will be next week. And that is going to put a wrap on this Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from here at the Ram Athletic Center in Portales. From our good friends at Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa. Get up and go. Proud supporters of your Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. Back with the second half right after this. This is Lovington Lady Cat basketball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 Facebook page.
School is back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build champion cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, Shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back here in Portales at the Ram Athletic Center, going to the third quarter, Lovington with some work to do. They trail Portales 22-14 in the other district game tonight going on in Artesia. The Artesia girls are up 18-11 taking on Goddard. That at the end of the first quarter, thanks to our buddy Gene for sending that in. So into the third quarter here, the Lady Cats trailing by 8, but they can come out and get the victory, but they're going to have to play well. At one point, we're up by as much as 4, and then the offense just absolutely went to sleep. They cannot have that here in this second half. So it'll be Portales ball as we start it off, as it looks like it'll be their starters on the floor. As Jewel will take it into the front court from the free throw line, bank it off the glass, no good, and Payton with another rebound. She'll take it hard to the rack, her shot up, no good, and they'll call an offensive foul on the rebound. They're going to whistle that one on Bonda. That'll be her second personal, first team foul here in the half. So give it over to the Lovington Lady Cats. So Lady Cat basketball with a chance to strike first here in this third quarter as Buendia to the front court. Working against Jewel, will hand it off to Myra. Myra, a little crossover, gets it back out to Buendia. Liz directs traffic as she'll back it up between the rings. Now she'll take it over to the right wing, throw the fastball inside to a cutting Malaya, and up and in for Castro. 4 points in the ball game for Malaya. And Lovington gets it down to a 22-16 deficit. So little backcourt pressure again, Jewel. And they're going to call the 10-second on the Lady Rams, so give it over to Lovington. So Lovington basketball as we head back into the front court with Buendia. She'll give it off to Castro, and they're going to say Myra traveled. All right, we'll go with that. So it'll be Portales basketball. So it'll be Portales basketball. Sorry, I had to respond to something. As out of bounds, and nice job. Good defense by the Lady Cats, and Ananda swatting that one away and swatting it off of Jewel to give it back to the Lady Cats. So they force another turnover. So Lovington basketball into the front court with Buendia. Buendia works against Bonda, backs it into the deep right corner. Now she'll cycle around and give it off to Malay on the right side. She'll take it to the right wing. Now she starts it on the right base. Toss it to Barunda, who's cutting in the left lane, and up and in for Ashlyn. She's got 3 points in the ball game, and Lovington cuts it down even further. Now a 4-point lead, and Malaya will steal it away off of the inbound. Puts up the shot, not going to fall, but she's bumped and fouled. So she'll head to the line for 2 as they're going to call that one on Jewel. Her third personal, first team foul. Make that second team foul on Portales. And a timeout going to be taken by Portales. It's just a 30, so we will keep it right here and say a big thanks to all the good folks who make Lovington Lady Cat and Wildcat sports possible. Couldn't do it without Stone Oilfield Services, Man Welding, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Bob's Thriftway, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Devon Energy, Now Pharmacy, and the First American Bank of Lovington. You see them there on the bottom of your screen. Be sure you thank them for making Wildcat Athletics possible here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle from the Ram Athletic Center. 6:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Lovington has come out on a 4-0 run to start things and has cut it from an 8-point deficit to just a 4-point deficit. They've already forced 3 turnovers here in this quarter. And now going to try and capitalize on it. From the free throw line, it'll be Malaya Castro who forced the latest turnover. So Malaya heads to the line where she will shoot 2. She'll toe the stripe. Malaya puts up her first, and the high arcing shot is good. 4 points for Malaya. And Lovington will cut it down. Now 22-19. So Castro got the first. Second on the way, and that one is going to be short. And it'll wind up being Fulfer with the rebound. So missing the throw, but the rebound into the hands of Portales. 22-19, a 3-point Portales lead as Jewell uses up the dribble. Goes over to Payton in the right wing. She'll bounce it back out center court. Pardon me, that was Rippey. And Rippey has it in the right wing. Comes to the near side, and he'll just kind of flip it to Jewell, almost off of her chin. Jewell back to Rippey, 17-footer from the right corner. Off the mark, the rebound by Payton. Then back out to Jewell. Rebounds really got the Lady Cats in that first half, and a bad bounce pass inside and into the hands of Bonda. Good pressure being put on underneath by both Castro and Barunda. So another turnover, and it'll be Lady Cat basketball. That is 16 turnovers now for Portales. Lovington trails by 3, 22-19. A chance to capitalize again. Well, they'll throw it in to Malaya on the left base, and up and in for Castro. Now Lovington just down by a point, 22-21. Feel the momentum shifting, and a bad pass into the middle, and Lovington will steal it away, but then another bad pass gives it right back over to Portales. From the free throw line, Payton off of the mark. Pardon me, that wasn't Payton, that was number 32. And back down comes Lovington. That's Rippey. You think I'd know that by now. Kick it out to Castro. She'll bring it around. Myra this time gets it to roll over the front of the basket. 7 for Myra. And Lovington has stormed back, and they lead 23-22. Just a little bit of pressure as Rippey takes it into the front court and then tosses over. And Payton will run in, and she will put it up and in. Payton now with 9 points in the ball game. And that'll give Portales back the lead, 24-23. Windia to the front court, goes behind the back, splits through 2 Lady Rams. They'll get it to Barunda. She'll take it in. Come near side to Castro. From the right wing for 3, and Malaya drains it. Bang! Malaya Castro on fire here in this third quarter. And Lovington now up 26-24. We hit the midway mark of the third quarter. To Payton, uses up the dribble, bounces to Jewell from the left wing for Jewell. Her 3 off the mark, and with the rebound, it'll be Barunda. Barunda to Malaya, coming back the other way. She goes against Jewell and gets it up off the glass and gets it to fall. Malaya, as I mentioned, in fuego, 28-26. Jewell the other way, and she will take it coast to coast off of the inbound and up and in. 28-26, Lovington in the lead, 3:30 to go. Business is picking up here at the rack. To Aranda, goes through traffic, but will lose the handle on it and give it back to Portales. Feed it forward to a breaking Rippey, and she gets it up and in. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Chief Bridgeforth. He wants to talk things over with 3:19 remaining here in the third. We are tied at 28. This is Lady Cat basketball.
School is back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build champion cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net.
Welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball from New Walmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. The Lady Cats take the timeout. They've tied it, though, at 28 apiece. They were down by 8 going into the quarter, and they have stormed back. 10 points in the quarter for Malaya Castro. She has been the spark, but tough defense as Lovington has forced. Let's see, that's 6 turnovers now that they've forced here in this third quarter. Got to continue to capitalize on them. So 28 all, as it'll be Lovington basketball from the backcourt. 3:19 to go here in the third. Winner of this gets off until Thursday. Loser goes in as the number 3 seed and will take on Goddard at either here at the Ram Athletic Center or at our place. Can't worry about that, though, for a while, as Buendia throws it out to Aranda, who saves it near center court. Aubrey comes near side, hands it off to Myra. Myra to Liz. Buendia with room through, runs in, and Buendia banks it off the glass and home from the right side. Lovington back up by 2, 30-28. Jewel to the front court, picks up the dribble, will bounce it to Payton, thinks about the three, then she'll put up a wild shot. It is off the glass, and the rebound by Massey, strips away from behind by Malaya, but into the hands of Jewel in front of her own bench. Jewel gets it to Payton as the clock ticks to 2.5. To Bonda, top of the arc. Jewel, 3 on the way. That went off the mark, and Massey comes near side and tips it away, and out of bounds. It'll be Lovington basketball. 2.5 to go in what's been an exciting third quarter. Lovington has gone on a pretty good run and now leads by 2. As Buendia works against Massey, cycles it left to right from the wing, pulls the three-point trigger from there, and bang! Buendia drains the tray, and she's now got 12 in the ball game, and Lovington up 33-28, a 5-point lead, their biggest of the ball game. Back down comes Jewel, and she'll bounce it to Bonda. To the left block, throws up a wild one, gets it underneath and inside. Fulfer is there with the rebound, and she's going to get fouled off of the rebound. They're going to call the push. Let's see who they put that one up on. Pretty sure it's on Salcido, who just checked in. Erlin picks up her third personal. It's just the first team foul for Lovington in the quarter, though. 1:56 to go, and it was on the floor. So Payton will inbound it to Jewel, left corner, 3-ball off the mark. Nice positioning there, and Barunda will get the rebound. Barunda leaves it off for Buendia, and Lovington will bring it down, up by 5 with 1:45 to go in the third. They have gone on a tear here in the third. Push it inside to Salcido. She'll take it to the high post, off the glass, off the mark, and it'll be Jewel with the rebound. So Jewel keeps it herself. She'll push it to Payton, as Payton will take it to the low post, and her shot is up, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by, I want to say, probably Schaus under there. On the floor for the Cats, you've got Malaya Castro, Elizabeth Buendia, Barunda Schaus, and Salcido. You've got Payton, Fulford, Jewel, Rippey, and Bonda on the floor for Portales. Portales basketball, 1:22 to go here in the third. Lovington up by 5. And Rippey pulls the three-point trigger, and no good on the long rebound by Buendia. Liz takes it far side to near, and she will cross the timeline at a slow walk. Now she's hollering what she wants on offense. Slides it over. It is loose on the floor, still loose on the floor, and going to be picked up by Portales. That's Fulfer. Fulfer will take it coast to coast, but going to be blocked out nicely by Buendia. Wild shot there, and off the mark. Jewel with the rebound, and going to be fouled. That'll put her at the line for 2. They're going to get the hack foul on Malaya, her first personal, second team foul on the Lady Cats. 33-28 the score. Brenna Jewel at the line. So Jewel at the line, her first trip to the stripe tonight. Puts up the first, and that one is off the mark and no good. Under a minute to go in the third. Lovington has gone on a tear. 19 points so far in the quarter. Second shot on the way. And Jewel gets that one to go. She's got 6 in the ball game. It's at 33-29. Back down comes Castro as Malaya hands it off to Buendia. 3 for Liz, and bang! Her second tray of the ball game. And Lovington stretches it out to 36-29. Up by 7, their biggest of the ball game. 30 seconds to go here in the third. Malaya steals it away on the near side as Castro will take it coast to coast, is stripped out, and no call, but it'll stay Lovington basketball. The blue-clad faithful wanted the strip on Jewel. Looked like she got armed, but they're saying not. So Buendia to inbound it, left of her own bucket, gets it into Salcido. They'll bounce it in to Barunda, and she is going to get fouled, a push. They're going to say it's on the floor. And they're going to call that on Rippey. Her second personal, third team foul is a floor foul. So Buendia will inbound it again, throws it in to Castro, knocked away and somehow into the hands of Buendia. Liz from 15 in the left corner and up and in. Buendia now starting to catch fire. as Lovington goes up 38-29. To Payton, her three ball. That one is going to be off the mark and it'll go over the backboard and out. 38 to 29. Lovington in the lead. 3 seconds remaining in the quarter. Salcido pushes into Buendia, and Liz will just launch it at the buzzer, and of course not going to be good. But we head to the fourth. Lovington has stormed back and taken the lead by a score of 38-29. We'll be back for the fourth. It's going to be a good one. This is Lady Cat basketball.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. Lovington goes on a 25-7 run in the third quarter, and they lead by 9 going to the fourth. You can't go to sleep, though, on offense in this quarter. You win, you are second in district, and you haven't exactly punched your way into the playoffs, but you don't hurt your chances either. So it'll be Lovington basketball as we start the fourth. Buendia to Barunda. Barunda throwing it inside to Ananda. Kick it near side to Castro. Myra for three and bang! Myra Castro with 10 in the ball game hits the three ball, and Lovington strikes first. 41-29. Lady Cats look like they want to have a couple days off, and we'll have a whistle away from the basketball as Fulfer goes down under the basket. They're going to call an offensive foul. Let's see. Yep, they're going to call a technical away from the ball. Chief Bridgeforth wants to know what that was all about, too, and they're going to say somebody threw the hip into Fulfer. Wow, they're going to say pulled the hair. They're going to call Barunda with a flagrant. That'll be her third team foul. And it puts Fulfer at the line for a free two. Puts up the first, and it's going to be off the mark. My guess is things starting to be said under there a little bit. So, yeah, since it is on Fulfer and it's a flagrant, not a technical, they couldn't just send anybody else in to do it. No, Fulfer shooting her second. Puts it up and gets that one to go. She's got 3 in the ball game. 41-30 now the score. And it'll be Portales basketball after the flagrant foul. 7.5 remaining in the ball game. 41-30. Lovington in the lead. So Payton looks to inbound. She'll toss it in and over the head of Jewell and out of bounds. Lovington Lady Cat basketball. 18th turnover for the Lady Rams. So now Lovington with a chance to stretch things back out. Buendia to the front court. Crosses over, gives it to Aranda. Aranda, the fastball inside to Barunda, and now they're going to call Fulfer the other way, and she bumps her. That'll be her third personal. 4th team foul is going to be on the floor. Pretty good crowd here tonight for this one. You would expect nothing different. Of course, the boys coming up in a little while as Ashlyn gets the inbound. Move it around to Myra. Back to Ashlyn. She'll take it in on the right base. Goes hard to the glass and count the bucket and the foul. She's fired up. I'm fired up. The Lovington faithful are fired up. It's just a good time to be fired up. Going to be on Fulfer. That'll be her 4th personal. That'll be the 5th team foul. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Wade Fraze. I think that's a good timeout for him to take. We'll take it with him. We are about 6 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Lovington 43, Portales 30. We'll return more Lady Cat basketball.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional man welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
It'll be free throw time for Lovington out of the Portales timeout as Lovington has come out fired up here in this second half. They lead it 43-30. Barunda got called for a flagrant foul and then came back and drove it in and have got 2 quick fouls called on Fulfer. And now she'll head to the line for 3 the old-fashioned way. Barunda now with 5 in the ball game. Lovington being led by Buendia with 16. Malaya Castro with 12. Malaya, though, had 10 in that huge third quarter. So Barunda at the line for the and one. And it is up, and it is off the mark, and it'll be Bonda who will get the long rebound. So back to it with 7:15 remaining in the ball game. Bounce it into the deep corner for Rippey, then back out to Payton, into Bonda. Works it between the rings. She'll come near side to Jewell. Jewell uses up the dribble. Lovington going to be content, I've got to think, to let him pull some time off. Just don't give him an easy shot. And from the top of the arc, 3 ball on the way. Barunda with the rebound. And, oh, wow. They're going to say Barunda travels. 14th turnover for Lovington, and it'll give it right back to Portales in their end of the court. So Payton will come over, and she'll toss it into Jewell in the deep right corner. Lovington going to put tight defense on her. Myra there as coming over, and wow, are they going to get Ashlyn? Nope, they're going to say just out of bounds, so Ashlyn got it clean in the far right corner. Clock becoming not Portales' friend, and on the long inbound, Malaya going to steal it away. Nice job by Malaya off the tip. And they are going to say she stepped on the sideline. Oh, my goodness. So the team's trading turnovers now. 19 for Portales, 15 for Lovington. So it's going to be Portales basketball. Jewell for 3 on the right wing. That one is going to be off the mark, and Lovington just going to block out and let that one go. And so out of bounds and over to the Lady Cats. 43-30 our score. Lady Cats in the lead. Winner is the second seed in district. Malaya on the inbound. Gives it to Aranda. Into the front court. Hand it to Buendia. Pressure tightening up. Throw it inside to Barunda. Goes against Fulfer. The shot is up. Ball loose on the court. And Jewell comes away with it, but kicks it away. That should be a kick ball. And they're going to call Buendia for a foul. So Liz, her first personal. 14th foul on Lovington. And it'll be Portales basketball. It'll be Jewell to inbound it from in front of the Lovington bench with 6:14 remaining in the ball game. Lovington up by 13, 43-30. Payton will run the point to the front court. Starts it in the middle, then takes it to the right, and then he'll give it off to Jewell. Jewell, little spin move as she goes into the paint, puts up a wild shot, and is fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. And they're going to get that one on Aranda. That's Aubrey's third personal, 5th team foul on Lovington. You're Lovington. We talked about this at halftime. You've got to play clean. You don't want to let them chip away at it from the free throw line with the clock not ticking. First one for Jewell is up and good. She's got 7. 43-31, a 12-point lead. Still plenty of time in this one. Lovington can't take their foot off the gas. Second is on the way. And that one off the mark for Jewell, but they are going to call a lane violation on Myra. And so it's like it never even happened, and Jewell will get to try it again. Jewell tries the second again, same result as the first time, but Fulfer is there with the rebound and the putback. Now 43-33, a 10-point lead. Now pressure comes. Aranda with it. Aubrey works against Rippey. Now gets it back out to Castro. Again, you're up by 10. 5:40 to go. This is not the time to take your foot off the gas. As Buendia brings it up, goes behind the back, loses the basketball, pushes over to Aranda. Aranda splits through traffic, puts it up, and it's partially blocked. Ball loose on the court, still loose on the court, and they are going to call jump ball. And possession arrow will go back to Portales. 16th turnover for the Lady Cats. Again, you can feel the tension rising. It's been back and forth. Lovington came out in the third quarter, was on fire, but it's what Portales pretty much did in the second quarter. Jewell backs it in, tosses it into the deep right corner. That's Rippey, takes it left base. It is blocked by Salcido. Good, clean block by Erlin, and out of bounds. It'll stay Ram basketball. Now looking for the inbound, pushing it into Fulfer, high off the glass, no good, and Salcido going to rip down the rebound. Tries to get it to Aranda, kind of a sloppy pass. Aubrey will take it, gets it forward to Malaya. She pushes it over to Buendia, knocked away from behind by a streaking Fulfer. 5:04 remaining in the ball game. Lovington up 43-33. The inbound knocked away again by Fulfer. Young lady's got a pretty good wingspan out there. You're going to have to get it further out than that. So now they'll inbound it from the near sideline just to the right of the Lovington bench. It's Buendia to inbound. Tosses in to Salcido. She drives into the right base and is going to be blocked, and she'll head to the line for two. If I'm not mistaken, that's number 5 on Fulfer. That'll be her 4th, so I gave her one that somebody else, probably Bonda, got earlier. Maybe Rippey. Anyway, Erlin Salcido heads to the line for 2. Salcido going to miss the first. Her first trip to the line tonight, and comes up short. She's got another one, though. Lovington up by 10, 43-33. Second on the way for Salcido, and Erlin gets it to fall. She's in the scorebook. Makes it 44-33. Back comes Portales. Shake and bake for Jewell. Uses upper dribble to the far corner with Rippey. A little 15-footer. Just kind of pushes it up and draws the foul. Going to get that one on Buendia. Her second personal. 6-team foul. So both teams out of fouls to give now. And it'll put Rippey at the line where she'll shoot 2. That's her first trip to the stripe tonight with 4:49 remaining in the ball game. Rippey's first is up, and it is good. She's got 5 in the ball game. 44-34, 4:49 remaining. Second on the way for Rippey, and gets them both to fall. So Portales has cut it down under a 10-point lead to a 9-point Lovington lead. Castro to the front court, gets a screen. Now she'll take it through. Wild shot off the glass. Aranda with the rebound. Pardon me, that was Malaya getting her own rebound. So they'll kick it out to Myra at center court, and they'll just hold it there. Hand it off to Buendia. 4.5 to go, a 9-point Lovington lead. Not enough. You need to keep attacking. To Malaya as Malaya into the right corner. Aranda puts up a 15-footer. No good on the rebound by Portales. Rippey uses upper dribble, but right there to help her out is Jewell. As Jewell brings it into the front court, she'll throw the fastball under to Fulfer, bounce it into the deep right corner. Coming over is Rippey, and they'll work it back to Jewell. WNBA 3 right wing on the way, no good, and it'll go out of bounds. And as we hit the halfway mark of this fourth quarter, it'll be Lovington basketball. 44-35, Lovington in the lead, and Coach Chief Bridgeforth going to take the timeout. 4:02 to go in the ballgame. A 9-point Lovington lead will return. This is Lovington Lady Cat basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back here at the Ram Athletic Center out of the Lovington timeout, it'll be Lady Cat basketball. They lead by 9, 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Full court pressure is on. It'll be Malaya who takes it across the timeline and let the Lady Cats set the offense. They lead by 9. And you can't take your foot off the gas just yet. On the line, whoever wins this game will be the second seed into the district tournament. Buendia thinks about the shot, and now they're just going to keep burning a little bit more time. I don't necessarily agree with this, but there's a reason I'm up here, and Chief Bridgeforth is one of the best in the business, and a timeout taken as fallen to the floor is Buendia. I've got to think it's going to be Chief's last 30, or is he going to go ahead and take the full timeout? Let's see for sure. Yeah, it will just be the 30, so we will keep it right here. And say a big thank you to our friends at the First American Bank of Lovington, Now Pharmacy, Devon Energy, Lovington Auto Supply, the Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob Thriftway, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Man Welding, and Stone Oilfield Services. We appreciate them making it possible for us to bring you Lovington Lady Cat and Wildcat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle from the Ram Athletic Center. Don't forget, about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we will have the Lovington boys and the Portales boys. A lot for both of those squads to play for as well. But the winner of this one will be the second seed, and will get the home game on Thursday. So the inbound will come from Castro to Buendia. Liz will take it near side to far. That's right to left as I look at it. She'll move it back. Now take it over to the deep left corner. They almost get stripped away, and they will call jump ball. And possession will stay with Lovington. You can't get sloppy here. 3:20 remaining in the ball game. You're only up by 9. Second place in the district will probably get you into the playoffs, and it'll probably get you a slightly higher seed. This would be an upset with Portales right now seated and ranked number 9. The way it works is if you get into the playoffs and you're higher than them in the regular season, they cannot take them higher than you in the playoffs. So could be a much better, and they are going to call the 5-second violation. Didn't get the ball moved in 5 seconds, so the pressure gets to the Lady Cats there. 17th turnover of the ball game as Coach Chief Bridgeforth telling them they got to move it better than that. So it'll be Portales basketball. They got to move with 3 minutes to go. Jewel splits through and is blocked by Barunda and into the hands of the Lady Cats. And a foul called away from the basketball as into the hands of Barunda. They're going to whistle. That's Payton, her second personal, 7th team foul. So we're going to come all the way down the court, and Ashland going to get to shoot the 1-and-1. So Ashland in the ball game, 5 points. She is 0 for 1, or rather, 1 for 3 at the free throw line. But a chance to add to it. She's got 5 in the ball game. Can get this back to a 10-point game, which would be a 4-possession game. And actually, pardon me, I thought it was Barunda. It'll be Myra at the line. So Castro's first trip to the stripe tonight. Myra with 10 in the ball game, looking to add to it. Myra bends the knees, puts up the front end of the 1-and-1, gets it to rattle home. And that's a big one because that makes it a 4-possession ball game with 2:53 remaining in this game. Second shot on the way for Castro, and Myra gets them both. 46-35, back to an 11-point Lovington lead. Payton to the front court, Lovington up by 4 possessions. Coming in, and ran to rattle one home was Rippey, but she's going to get fouled. I have a feeling this one's going to get a little tic-tac from here on. Let's see who they whistle it on, and they're going to get that one on Buendia. That'll be her 3rd personal, 7th team foul, and so now Portales in the bonus with 2:45 to go. Again, I talked about this earlier. Payton's first is up, or pardon me, that's Rippey. Her first is up and in and out. So it stays 46-35 Lovington. And, they teed up Buendia. She said something. You've got to calm it down out there, Buendia. That'll be her 4th personal. And this keeps the free throws in the hands of Portales. Wade Frey's going to come over and, Rippey has to finish these free throws. Then you can put whoever you want in, and Rippey will get that one to go. So back to a 10-point game, 46-36, and he will send a new shooter to the line. That is going to be Miley Bonda, her first trip to the line tonight. She's been to the line a lot tonight, and she'll get that one to roll home. She's got 9 in the ball game and makes it a 9-point Lovington lead again. Lovington has got to stay on it. They've had a flagrant and now a technical, and Bonda going to get both the techs, and it'll be Portales basketball. So they wind up going 3 of 4, and it'll be Portales basketball at midcourt. So Jewel into the front court, 46-38, an 8-point Lovington lead, 2.5 to go, and they're going to call the palm ball and the turnover for Portales. They're 21st of the ball game. Good pressure by Buendia, still out there. Buendia, Castro, Barunda, and Aranda on the floor for the Lady Cats. Buendia to the front court. She works against Payton. Going to back it up near the timeline. Just hold it there. Now she'll move in. As a lane goes through and is going to be stripped out going to the basket. Was knocked out of there by Fulfer. So it'll go back into the hands of Lovington. 2:23 to go, an 8-point Lady Cat lead. Second place in district on the line, and probably a sure shot into the playoffs as the inbound will come to Aranda, and she is going to get fouled. She'll head to the line for the 1-and-1. They're going to whistle that one on Rippey. That'll be her third personal. 8-team foul on Portales. So Aubrey Aranda heads to the line. Her first trip to the stripe tonight. Aubrey trying to get into the scorebook. She's had a great game. Puts up the front end of the 1-and-1, and no good, and it'll be Bonda with the rebound. Bonda pushes it forward to Jewel in front of the Portales bench. Now she'll toss it over to Payton. 2:13 to go. Jewel back with it. Long cross-court pass, and over the head of Fulfer and out of bounds. Lovington will get it back with 2:07 to go and an 8-point lead. 46-38, and timeout going to be taken by Coach Wade Fraze with 2:07 remaining in the ballgame. Lovington 46, Portales 38. We'll be back. Lovington Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Out of the Portales timeout, 2:07 remaining in the ball game. It'll be Lovington basketball, and they are up by 8, 46-38. I'm TJ Miracle live here at the Ram Athletic Center as Myra will inbound it, and she'll get it into the backcourt to Buendia. Payton picks her up quickly, and Payton going to quickly pick up the foul, and that'll put Buendia at the line. Payton, her third personal, 9th-team foul. And so Buendia will walk down, and she'll take the 1-and-1. Again, important to get these free throws. 16 for Liz in the ball game. Takes the deep breath. Puts up the front end of the 1-and-1, gets it to go. She's got 17. Now back to a full 3-possession ball game. And a chance to add to it. Second on the way for Buendia, rattles them both home. So now the Lady Cats back up by 10, 48-38. 2 minutes to go. Payton goes in, runs into 3 Lady Cats and is fouled. You know she's going to try that. Why do you let her? And they call the push foul on Buendia, and I think that's going to be it for Liz. Yes, it is, as that'll be on Buendia. So she is done for the night. Fouls out of this one with 18 points. And the first one is going to be short-armed by Payton. Buendia going to check out of the ball game. It's bad because they didn't catch it, and so now Payton will get to shoot both shots again, though she missed the first. Checking in will be Erlyn Salcido. They'll put Salcido and Barunda up in the front, Aranda and Myra in the back. And now another timeout going to be taken by Coach Wade Fraze. We'll just keep it right here and say a big thanks to all the good folks who make it possible to bring you Lovington Lady Cat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. First American Bank of Lovington, Now Pharmacy, Devon Energy, Lovington Auto Supply, Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob Thriftway, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Man Welding, and Stone Oilfield Services. I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us tonight. Of course, the winner of this game will be second place in district and will get the home game on, I believe it'll be Thursday night, against the winner of the loser of this game and Goddard. Last we heard, Artesia's girls handling Goddard. So something tells me if Lovington hangs on to win this one, we'll see Portales at our place. 1:58 remaining in the ball game. 48-38, Lovington with a 10-point lead, but now Peyton at the line with a chance to cut into it. She's got 9 in the ball game. On the floor for your Cats, Salcido, Barunda, Aranda, Castro, and Castro. So Peyton at the line will shoot 2, puts up the first, and gets it to go. Nope, they're going to say that she missed the first one, so she'll get that one. So 48-39 as it'll be Malaya to the front court. And she'll cycle it around. 1:47 to go. Castro hands to Aranda. At some point, Portales is going to have to start thinking about fouling as Malaya takes it off of her foot and travels. Malaya does an awful lot of things pretty good, but she does tend to kind of take that little slide sometime before she starts her move. So Portales basketball. Sorry, I've got a couple of guys right in front of the camera who are kind of blocking out the middle of the court as they'll give it to Peyton, and she drives in against Salcido. It is high off the glass, no good, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touched by Bonda. It'll be, are you kidding? Bonda touched that last. So it'll be Portales basketball. 90 seconds to go. They get it to Bonda. She'll put up a wild one. Ball going to wind up in Bonda's hands. She'll put up another wild one. Peyton will wind up with it. Lovington traps her up. Another wild one off the mark. Bonda with it. And finally, Portales going to get it. It should have been Lovington basketball all along, but they are going to call the hack foul on Ashlyn. That'll be her 4th personal, 9th team foul. So Bonda heads to the line to shoot 2. Bonda takes the deep breath, puts up the first, and gets it to go. Now 48-40, an 8-point Lovington lead, 1:17 remaining in the ball game. Second on the way, and that one is going to be good as Bonda gets them both. She's got 12 in the ball game, most of them from the free throw line. And now 48-41. Castro to the front court. That is Malaya. She works against Fulfer, cycles it out, gets a little screen from Myra. Comes from the right to the left. Fulfer still out on her. 1 minute remaining in the ball game, an 8-point Lovington lead. To Barunda. Ashlyn pushing right corner. Myra thinks about the 3 ball, thinks better of it. They're going to eat some more clock. Under a minute to go. 48-41, a 7-point Lovington lead, and Peyton will come over and draw the foul on Malaya. So Castro heads to the line for 2. That'll be the 10th team foul on Portales. And so Malaya Castro now heads to the line for 2. Malaya with 12 in the ball game. Chance to get this back up to a full 3 possessions. Malaya, it's the right toe on the stripe, puts it up and in and out, won't fall. So still 48-41, a 7-point lead. It's all right, you get it up to 8. It's still 3 full possessions, and Portales has only hit 1 tray tonight. Malaya puts up the second in a pressure-packed situation and gets the shooter's roll. 49-41, Lovington in the lead to the front court with Peyton into the corner for Rippey. Her 3 ball off the mark. Fulfer with it. Ball loose on the court. Still loose. Called the jump ball. Stripes, and yep, it'll be a jump ball, and it'll stay Rams basketball. 49-41, but that killed about 5 seconds off the clock. 40 seconds remaining in the ball game. 8-point Lovington lead. The inbound will come to Jewel. Jewel works against Castro, splits through, has their shot blocked. Bonda in her hands, and she's going to be fouled, so she'll go to the line for 2. They're going to call the hold on Myra. I was pretty sure that was going to be on Salcido, but okay, 10th personal on the Lady Cats. And Bonda back to the line where she has been deadly tonight. Bonda puts up the first. It is good. 13 points for Bonda. Now 49-42. 34 seconds remaining in the ballgame. Bonda at the line for her second. Pushes that one through. 49-43. To the front court with the Lady Cats. Up by 6. 26 seconds to go. Peyton going to have to foul her at some point. Malaya loses the basketball and then gets fouled as she gets tripped up by Bonda. A little surprised Coach Fraze didn't call that the foul a little bit quicker. Bonda's fourth personal. And so Malaya to the line with a chance to put this one away for the most part. Malaya with 13 points in the ball game is 2 of 4 from the line. So Malaya will take the deep breath. Put up the shot, and that one is off the mark. So Malaya still with 13. Lovington up by 6. Make it 7. Didn't quite put it away, but you feel a lot better about it. Second on the way for Castro, and Myra gets that one, or Malaya, gets that one to fall. Sorry, Art. So into the front court, 18 seconds to go. They'll get it to Jewel in front of her own bench. She'll pick up her dribble, and she'll throw that one out of the reach and out of bounds as that one goes out, and that should just about do it. 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Lovington will wrap up the second seed in district, and that'll pretty much punch their ticket into the playoffs come Selection Sunday as Malaya dribbles through traffic, and the Lady Cats will get the big victory 50-43 and will be number 2 in the district tournament come next week. We'll come back and wrap this one up quickly. This is Lady Cat basketball.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
And welcome back to the Lady Cat postgame show. Lovington victorious 50-43 over Portales and will be number 2 in the district tournament, and means they will probably get, I don't think they're going to get a home game in the playoffs unless they win the district tournament, but they will definitely go in as a higher seed than Portales now, and I think tonight's win will punch their ticket into the playoffs. 18 points tonight for Elizabeth Buendia leads the way for the Lady Cats. Malaya Castro with 14. Myra Castro, a good game. She has 12 for the Lady Cats. So they go to 13-12 on the year, 3-3 in district. And next week, something tells me we'll see these Portales Lady Rams again at our place next Thursday. 50-43 is the final. Just keep it right here. We'll come back for the Lovington boys and the Portales boys in just a few minutes. This is Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat basketball from New Walmark Digital and One Radio Square Sports. our equipment is starting to overheat here tonight. So, this place is packed for this ball game. And the folks who were here earlier saw a big win for the Lovington Lady Cats as they were victorious tonight over the Portales Lady Rams, 50-43. A huge come-from-behind victory for the Lady Cats to sew up the number 2 seed in the district tournament, and that should assure them a spot in the playoffs no matter what happens in the district tournament last week. So for Portales and Lovington, for Portales, they're going for the number 2 seed in the district tournament championship. Lovington is trying to force what you've got to think would be a 3-way tie, and then you get into a whole bunch of very strange math because everybody would have beaten everybody else, and then you get into the 10 plus and minus, and then a potential coin toss, and it just becomes a complete and total nightmare. We'll talk to Coach Casey Pack about that at the conclusion of this one tonight. But tonight, the Lovington Wildcats heading out onto the floor, looking to get back in the win column. We'll take a timeout, come back with the starting lineups in the tip-off. This is Wildcat basketball.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this
Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You call Man Welding. Man up.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcbcnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now a Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
School is back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build Champion Cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net.
And welcome back to the Ram Athletic Center as the lights are off, as the Los Angeles Rams of Portales have decided, they're going to do the whole Lakers thing with the lights off and the Alan Parsons project in the background. All right, that's cool. Final game, of course, of the regular season for both of these squads tonight. Portales trying for second spot in district. Lovington trying to force what you would think would be a three-way tie and then put it on all of the wild and crazy tiebreakers. For your Wildcats, it's going to be Julian Arroyo, Wyatt Gomez, Zadrick Betancourt, DeMarcus Thompson, and Don Dallas Cardenas getting the start tonight. And for Portales, looks like it's going to be Davian Lucero, Zane Mayberry, Marcus Aranda, number 12, Paxton Culpepper, and number 2, Exodus Gomez. So it'll be Thompson to go out. He will take the jump against Mayberry. And here we go, final game of the district regular season tonight here at the Ram Athletic Center. And the opening tip will be controlled by Portales, a packed house. It's got a 2,300 seating capacity. I would say we have exceeded that tonight. Where's the fire marshal when you need him? As Gomez will bring it into the right corner, use up the dribble, tosses back out top of the arc for Culpepper. He'll bounce it back out to Gomez as Cardenas on him tightly. He'll make a little move in. Gomez with the little 10-foot floater, no good. Winds up with his own rebound, and it'll come into the hands of Mayberry. Get it back over to Culpepper. Little fake move as he'll put it high off the glass and down. So, pardon me, that was Mayberry, and Portales will strike first, 2-0. Little backcourt pressure now for the Rams. Lovington will get it into the offensive zone. That's going to be Arroyo to control. He had 30 the other night, but Lovington has got to find somebody else to do it. Julian will take it coast to coast, and he'll put it off the bottom of the iron and right into the hands of the Rams. They'll bring it back down with Gomez, and they're going to call the reach foul on Arroyo, his first personal, first team foul. This crew does kind of like to call those, so it will be on the floor as it'll be Lucero to inbound it. Nope, now they're going to switch out and have Gomez do the inbounding. Now they're going to move it back to between the bench and the scorer's table. All right, so anyway, Lucero inbounds it to Gomez, back in the hands of Portales. 1 minute gone, they lead 2-0. Into the deep left corner with Culpepper. Culpepper drives it onto the left base. He'll put it up and off the glass and good. So now 4-0, Portales on a little bit of a run. If you're Lovington, you cannot let them get too far away from you. Arroyo going to throw it and overthrow Gomez and out of bounds. So turnover number 1 for the Wildcats. Again, the Cats just need to settle down. This is going to be the kind of atmosphere they are going to be facing if they can make the playoffs, and I think they're going to have to win tonight to have a realistic chance. Either that or they're going to have to storm back through the district tournament. To Lucero, and that one knocked away by Betancourt. Good move by Zadrick to kind of slow Portales down a little bit. So Lucero from the far sideline inbounds it to Culpepper. As Culpepper with Thompson on him tightly. Betancourt picks up Lucero as he'll take it over into the deep right corner for their number 22, Mayberry, and he'll throw it into the backcourt, and Culpepper will go back and corral it. Backcourt violation, first turnover for the Rams. Give it to the Wildcats, and that'll get them into the offensive zone already with the backcourt violation. So Betancourt will look to get it in. He'll give it off to Arroyo. Julian cycles around, gets it back out to Zadrick. Zadrick will come near side, hands it off to Cardenas. Dallas hands it back to Julian, and the Cats will reset near center court. As Arroyo tosses over to Cardenas. Cardenas gets a screen, goes through the lane, hippity hop, shot up, not going to fall, and the rebound brought down by Portales and Lucero. 5:42 to go, a 4-0 Portales lead. as Lucero brings it into the front court. Pushes off on Betancourt, no call. He'll throw it underneath to a wide open man. That was Aranda, but he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. See who they're going to call that on. They're going to whistle that one on Gomez, his first personal, second team foul on the Cats. So it'll put their Aranda at the line to shoot 2. 4-0, Portales in the lead, 2.5 gone in the first, and that one going to be short-armed by Aranda. So the score remains 4-0. 5.5 remaining here in the first quarter. From the Ram Athletic Center, second shot on the way, and Aranda gets that one to go. And that makes it a 5-0 ball game. Gomez will check out for Portales. Checking in his place will be Beck. Full court pressure is on as Arroyo slings it to Cardenas. Cats will set up the offense with 5:20 remaining in the first. To Arroyo, left corner for 3, and bang! Julian found the range and gets the Cats on the board. As back down quickly the other way to Culpepper from the free throw line. Fade away, and it rolls off. Beck there with the rebound, and his putback is up and good, and he's fouled. So Beck will go for 3 the old-fashioned way, and it's 7-3. Portales back up by 4. They're going to whistle that one on Arroyo, his second personal. So Beck at the line for the and one, puts it up and no good, but it'll be the rebound made by Lucero, and then they're going to call jump ball, and it'll be Lovington basketball. Great job by the Cats underneath to time up and to get possession back. Checking into the ball game, Micah Pondo comes in for Wyatt Gomez. So you've got Thompson, Arroyo, Betancourt, Cardenas, and Pondo on the floor for your Cats. Give it to Cardenas, tries to get it underneath the Pondo, and it is knocked away and into the hands of the Rams to Culpepper as he brings it across the timeline in front of the Portales student section. So move it back out to Gomez, who just checked back into the ballgame. Back in BA3 on the way. That one is off the mark. Thompson will rip down the board for the Cats. 4:40 remaining in the first. Arroyo shake and bake to the free throw line. Slips and slides. Now to Cardenas in the deep right corner. He'll move it back around, and the Cats will reset to Pondo with Gomez on him, tight on the far side. Brings it to the right elbow, picks up the dribble, needs some help. Gets it tipped from behind and back into the hands of Pondo. Pondo near center court. They'll move it around. Arroyo winds up with it. He works against Beck. Goes to the lane, puts up a shot, no good, and he'll be fouled. They're saying it is on the floor. They're going to whistle the push on Culpepper, his first personal, and the first team foul on Portales. 4:18 remaining in the first. Zadrick will inbound it from just left of his own bucket. Cats trailing in this one 7-3. The inbound comes to Thompson, and that one is going to be blocked and right into the hands of Lucero. Lucero underhand to Gomez, and he will put it up and in. Gomez in the books, and now it is 9-3 in favor of Portales, and we're going to have a block foul called coming back the other way. They're going to whistle that block on Braden Beck, his first personal, second team foul on Portales, and timeout going to be taken by Coach Casey Pack. 4:05 to go here in the first. It is Portales 9, Lovington 3. We are back in 30 here on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page and Lovington Sports YouTube.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Lovington takes the timeout, trailing 9-3, 4:05 remaining here in the first. Wildcat basketballs, it'll come into Pondo. Pondo to Thompson. Thompson uses up the dribble. Now he's going to direct traffic. Comes to Cardenas on the near side. He'll set a screen for Dallas, and they'll just have to work it around. Portales so far has done a pretty nice job keeping the Cats out of the paint. Clock continues to roll as the sounds from the student section definitely in their fastball into Betancourt, and Zadrick lays it up and in. Lovington now cuts it down to a 4-point Portales lead. To the front court, NBA 3 on the way. That one is off the mark, and a foul on the rebound. They're going to whistle the push foul. They're going to get Culpepper for that one, his second personal, third team foul. So Culpepper going to have to come sit, and Aranda goes back in for him. Also checking in will be Devin Diaz for Portales. 9-5, Cats trailing. Final game of the district regular season. Cats win this, and they'll force a three-way tie for second, and then it goes to the Byzantine tiebreaker. So Arroyo goes through, loses the ball, but Betancourt is there. To Cardenas in the left corner, 3-ball too hard, and the rebound finally going to be come away with by Portales. That's Gomez. Oh, yeah, that's going to be a travel. Gomez feeds it forward to Lucero. He travels with it, though. So that'll be the third turnover for Portales. Give it back to Lovington with 3 minutes remaining. Here in a fast-moving first, 9-5 is the score. The inbound will come in to Arroyo. Arroyo works against Gomez. Out by the P in Portales. Give it off to Micah Pondo, top of the arc, jump stop, and around. Arroyo winds up with it over on the left side, and they will call the block foul on Portales. They're going to get Gomez on that one. They're going to call the block. Yep, that'll be on Gomez. His first personal, 14 foul on Portales is on the floor, so it'll be Lovington basketball. Arroyo will throw it in, pushes out. Pondo, top of the arc for three, and bang! Micah got it to drain. And now Lovington just trails by a point, 9-8. The other way, 3-ball for Lucero. That one not going to fall. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Portales ball. So Lovington will lose the basketball. It'll go into the hands of Portales as Beck to inbound it. Lovington with the pressure to Lucero to Gomez. As Gomez back to Lucero, 3 on the way, and that one is going to be off the mark. The rebound by Aranda. Back to Gomez, pardon me, that was Hightower who just checked in. And a bad pass, and that one is going to be saved back near center court by Hightower. Gomez with it. After a good hustle play by Hightower, who takes it away, he'll come up, pop a shot left corner from 15. That one no good, and a foul called on the rebound. It'll be on Portales as they're going to call that one on Diaz, his first personal, 5th team foul. 9-8 the score, 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Full court press is on again for Portales. Arroyo gets it and breaks it with Zadrick. Betancourt will take it in, weaves through traffic, puts up a little leaner. That one not going to fall off of the tip, and it'll be Cardenas with the rebound. Great job by Dallas, and they're going to call a whistle and offensive foul called. Nope, they're going to say he stepped on the sideline. So it'll be Portales basketball. 1:47 remaining in the first, 9-8. Portales in the lead. So it'll be Lucero to inbound, gets it into Gomez, who will set the offense for the Rams. Into the front court, little shake and bake, now into the corner. Hightower cycles, goes into the post, and he'll put up the circus shot. I didn't know they were in town, but Hightower obviously did, and he gets the bucket, and that'll make it 11-8. And we're going to have a foul away from the basketball, and it'll be on Lovington. So it'll be a turnover. Nope, no foul, but so another turnover for the Cats. They've got 4 now and gives it to Portales in their offensive end. The long inbound comes to Hightower. He gives it to Lucero, drives right base. His shot up, no good. Betancourt will rip down the board for the Cats. Great job cleaning the glass there by Zadrick. Into the front court with Arroyo. Jump stop from 7, and Julian puts it up and in. He's got 5 in the ball game. Now 11-10 as Gomez works against Thompson on the far side. He'll take it left base, and he will float it up and in. 13-10, back to a 3-point lead as Arroyo takes it coast to coast and gets hammered. He'll head to the line for 2 as Aranda going to get whistled for the chop shot, and Lovington will be in the bonus after that one. So that'll put Julian Arroyo at the line to shoot 2. Arroyo with 5 in the ball game. Under a minute to play here in the first. Arroyo takes the deep breath, puts it up, and it is good. Arroyo cuts it down to a 2-point Portales lead. Thompson going to check out. Checking in his place, Diego Garcia. White Gomez also back in the game. Gomez, Betancourt, Arroyo, Garcia, and Pondo on the floor for your Cats. Second one on the way for Julian. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 13-12. So back down come the Rams. Push it out with Gomez. Now he's going to come near side to Lucero. Lucero works against Pondo, uses up the dribble. Needs some help. He'll bounce it. Dangerous pass, but Gomez is there. And now they're going to get Pondo. Tic-tac, tic-tac. And so Pondo, his first personal. That's the fourth team foul on Lovington. Will be on the floor, though. As you've got Aranda, Beck, Gomez, Lucero, and Mayberry on the floor for the Rams. That'll be Gomez. Flipping it to Beck on the far side. Now to Lucero, top of the arc. Three on the way. It's good. He had a little space. He took it, and he made the Cats pay for it. Now 16-12, a 4-point Portales lead. 20 seconds to go. Bad pass, and it'll be a turnover into the hands of Mayberry, and he'll assist it off and over and up for Lucero, who gets the bucket. And now it's 18-12 in favor of Portales. A bad turnover for the Cats. Their fifth. Arroyo to the front court, tries to go through traffic, turns it over again into the hands of Mayberry. He'll take it coast to coast, and at the buzzer, no good as he will miss it high off the glass. We have played a quarter from here in Portales. Portales 18, Lovington 12. We'll be back. Wildcat basketball continues on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Back here at the Ram Athletic Center for the second quarter, Portales leading Lovington 18-12. I'm TJ Miracle. It'll be Portales basketball as we start this second quarter with the Rams up by 6. Into the corner for Beck on the wing, and he puts it up no good. But the rebound made by Portales. That's on Tavetos, who just checked in. Fight for it underneath, and it'll wind up in the hands of Culpepper. Culpepper to Lucero, back over to Ontiveros right wing. His three ball won't go. Fight for it underneath. Goes out of bounds, and they're going to say that last touched by Arroyo. Julian going to try and direct traffic under there, and it'll stay in the hands of Portales. Up by 6 now with 30 seconds gone, and the long inbound back out to Mayberry, who uses up the dribble. Throws the fastball into Culpepper. Back to Mayberry. A little 10-footer on the way. Gets his own rebound. Pushes off to get it. His putback won't go, and Thompson will come away with it for the Wildcats. So the Cats on the attack as Arroyo gets a bump. No call. Is Julian now going to set things up? Goes out around the P as he'll work against Mayberry. Then over to Betancourt on the far sideline. Now to Thompson, around to Arroyo. 1 minute gone in the second. Arroyo from the free throw line. That one is too hard, and coming away with it will be Culpepper. He'll give it to Lucero, who brings it back into the offensive zone for the Rams. Into the deep left corner. And then over to Beck. Beck is going to take it to the left block through the lane, and his shot won't fall. And Beck will wind up getting it back off of the rebound, but a bad pass, and into the hands of the Cats. That's Cardenas. He'll bring it back, and Lovington will settle it down to Arroyo. 6.5 to go in the first half. To Cardenas to Thompson, left block. He goes to the right base. Is going to be blocked out, and it'll wind up in the hands of Portales to a breaking Beck, who will take it coast to coast on the fast break, and Beck breaks the ice here in the second quarter. 20-12, an 8-point lead for the Rams. As Zadrick Betancourt will control it in front of the Rams student section. Packed house here tonight at the Ram Athletics Center. 2,300 listed, and I bet there's 25 in the building. Arroyo from the bottom block gets it underneath to Gomez, and Wyatt will bank it off the glass and good. His first bucket of the ball game. 20-14. Lovington down by 6. 5:50 remaining in the first half. To the front court with Mayberry to Beck in the deep right corner. It is up and it is good. They let Beck have the look at it, and he made him pay for it. Now 23-14 in favor of the Rams. Get it off to Betancourt in the offensive zone. Underhand it too hard, though, to Gomez. It'll be another turnover for the Cats. They're 7th. Back down to a wide-open Mayberry, and he will get it to go. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Casey Pack. I think that's the right move. 5:23 remaining here in the first half. It's Portales 25, Lovington 14. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Wildcat basketball.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Out of the Wildcat timeout, it'll be Lovington basketball. They trail this one by a score of 25-14. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us tonight on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com, also the Z94 Facebook page. So Lovington basketball under pressure. Thompson to Arroyo as they'll bring it into the offensive zone, still under pressure. Julian being harassed. Gets it off to Cardenas as Dallas will cycle it to the free throw line. Kick it into the deep right corner for Thompson for three, and bang! DeMarcus Thompson drains the three ball, and Lovington is back on the board. Coach Casey Pack talked about it in the pregame show, or in the postgame, I should say, back on Tuesday night. They've got to take better shot selection as Betancourt will come flying through. No, actually they're going to call a charge the other way on Ontiveros, his first personal, 7th team foul. 4th turnover for Portales, and it'll be Lovington basketball, and they are in the bonus now. That's a good thing. 4:40 remaining. Full court press is on. Bounce to Thompson, and he'll toss it to Cardenas, and it is going to be tipped and out of bounds. Coming over and getting it is their number 13, which is Hightower, and he gets tangled up in the seating down there. Stays Lovington basketball. Arroyo toss it long cross court to Betancourt. So Betancourt will take it, top of the arc. Hands off to Thompson. To the free throw line, back to Arroyo, NBA 3 on the way. That one is too hard. And coming through is Cardenas. And they're going to call Cardenas with an over the back. They're going to call that one on Dallas. His first personal, 5th team foul. Right now, nothing going the way of the Cats. 25-17 in favor of Portales. We click towards the halfway mark of this one. This half, I should say. Culpepper coming near side to Lucero. Back to Culpepper. On him tight is Pondo, and they'll get it into the corner with Gomez. Gomez controls it. Just going to settle things out for Portales. Sling it over Lucero. He'll try an NBA 3, and that's an air ball. And it is going to be saved in, though, by the Rams. Back to Gomez, and he'll hippity-hop it on the right base and up and in. Gomez was 6 in the ballgame. Lovington takes it down the other way, and Arroyo goes hard to the rack, but he's going to be fouled. 27-17. They're going to whistle that foul on Gomez, his second personal, 8th team foul. And Arroyo was in the act of shooting, so he'll shoot 2. Bends the knees, eyes it, skies it. It is good. Lovington And another one is checking into the ball game for Portales as Aranda goes back in for Gomez. So out on the floor, Carson Pfaffenberger for the Rams. Arroyo got the first, puts up the second. That one is going to be too hard, and it'll be tracked down by Culpepper. 3:38 to go here in the first half to Lucero as he's going to bump into Pondo. Ball goes high, and they'll get it over to Culpepper. Now into the deep right corner for Hightower, and then back to Lucero. Cardenas on him, tied in the wing, and they'll move it back around. Culpepper controls between the rings. He'll bump into Pondo. Ball comes loose and into the hands of Betancourt, but Betancourt will give it right back over. A bad bounce on the floor out there. 8th turnover for the Cats, 5th for the Rams. Throw it underneath to Aranda, and too hot to handle and out of bounds. Back over to Lovington. Coach Casey Pack telling the Cats what they want to do with 3 minutes remaining in the first half, trailing 27-18. Throw the fastball underneath to Cardenas. He can't get the layup to go. He was a little deep, but he drew the foul. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. See who they're going to put that one up on. They'll whistle that one on Lucero, his first personal, 19th foul. So Cardenas at the line to shoot 2. First one for Dallas is up and gets it to roll. So Lovington chipping away at it, down by 8, 27-19. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Second on the way for Cardenas, and Dallas gets them both. 28-20. Back to Portales, though. Lovington trailing. Culpepper pushes over to Hightower on the far side in front of the student section. Bounce pass to Lucero on the left base. He'll use up the dribble, get it back out to Culpepper. His 3 is going to be off the mark, and Arroyo comes away with it. Julian going to take it through, weaves through traffic, puts up a little 10-foot floater, and gets it to go. Julian now with 10 points in the ball game. 28-22. Lovington chipping away. Down by 6 with 2:20 remaining in the first half. Hightower on the far side works against Betancourt. Long, dangerous pass to Lucero. He'll come underneath to Aranda, and Aranda will take it up and in. As I try and catch my book up here, there we go. And back down the other way, and a charge going to be called on Cardenas. So another turnover for Lovington. And Cardenas, that'll be his second personally, and give it over to Portales. 30-22 is the score. As it'll be Hightower in the front court. He'll hand it off to Lucero. 29-22, and a nice steal by Betancourt. Zadrick will take it coast to coast and lay it in off the steal. Betancourt with 4 points in the ball game. 1:42 remaining, 24 on the board for the Wildcats, 29 for the Rams. 1:30 to go. At the free throw line, they'll push it back out. Now come to Lucero, right wing for 3. That one off the mark, but the long rebound going to be made by Portales. Now they'll get it over to Hightower from the top of the arc, and his 3 ball is up, and it is good. Jace Hightower, his first points of the ball game, 32-24. Throw it to Pondo, almost steps on the inline. Good body control there for Micah. Tries to get it inside to Betancourt, and it is on the floor and into the hands of the Rams. And a nice little hesitation move back the other way as Mayberry will put it up and in. Now 34-24, back to a 10-point Portales lead. So Betancourt will hand it to Arroyo, under a minute to play in the first half. 34-24. Lovington had it back down to within 4, but then Portales started coming back, and we will have a jump ball called as Pondo loses it. It goes loose on the floor, and he gets tied up underneath by Culpepper. And possession arrow stays with Lovington. Yes, it does. I can't really see the scoreboards from where I'm sitting. So it'll be Arroyo to inbound right of his own bucket. Gets it to Pondo, gives it right back to Julian. They try and trap him up in the corner. They'll get it to Cardenas in the right block. He makes a nifty little move and weaves his way through 2 of the Rams and gets it in. 34-26, back to an 8-point Portales lead. Around to Lucero, far side with 24 seconds to go. He'll sling it into the deep right corner for Mayberry. who's just going to cycle it in front of the Lovington bench. Now they'll come back out near center court for Lucero. 14 seconds to go in the half. They are playing for the last shot. Lucero under 10, come near side to Ontiveros. And a nice little tap and steal by Thompson. He'll come back down, and it'll be swatted away by Aranda, hustling back. Stays Lovington basketball. So Betancourt will inbound it with 2 seconds to go. Nope, now they're going to switch out, and it'll be Arroyo to inbound it. Got to see if they can get something under the basket or get it to Pondo so he can pop a three. They'll throw it in, and it'll be loose on the court and a turnover at the half. So we have played a half. Whoa, that one almost goes in. So after a half here in Portales, it is Portales leading Lovington by a score of 34-24. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show right after this. Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show coming up on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcbcnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
And welcome back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. I'm TJ Miracle from here in Portales. Final game of the regular season, and right now Portales in the lead, 34-26. Of course, this is the Napa Know-How Lovington Auto Supply halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and you know you're gonna get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply and Napa. Get up and go. And we go into the numbers of the first half for this one. For Portales, their leading scorer right now is going to be Braden Beck. He has 7 points in the first half. Exodus Gomez and Zane Mayberry each with 6. 5 points for Jace Hightower. Then you got 3 for Devin Diaz and a bucket in the books for Paxton Culpepper. Davian Lucero with 5. as Portales goes 1 of 3 in that first half. From the free throw line, they turned the ball over 7 times. That was it. Get 18 in the first, 16 in the second. That's how they get to their 34 on the board. For your Lovington Wildcats, good first half for Julian Arroyo. He had 10 in the books for Lovington. Next up is going to be Zadrick Betancourt. He had 4 in the books for Ondalis Cardenas, 3 for Micah Pondo, 3 for DeMarcus Thompson, and a bucket for Wyatt Gomez. Lovington, more chances at the line in that first half as they go 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Get 12 points in the first, 14 in the second. That's how they get to their 26. 11 turnovers, though, in that first half, something that they're definitely going to want to fix and see if they can do a little better in the second half of this one with that one. Of course, your Lovington Auto Supply Napa know-how keys to the second half. You have to find a way to hang on to the ball. 11 turnovers, and Portales was able to convert on 4 or 5 of those, so that leads to 10 points right there. The Cats have done a pretty nice job keeping them out of the paint, so they need to continue to do that. Now, offensively, they've got to find some rhythm. Every time they start getting a little rhythm, it's like something happens, and they just like, oh, well, we don't know. They have to find somebody to back up Julian Arroyo. It's great that we've got 6 guys in the book, but you need to find that second scorer who can really take some of the pressure off of Julian if the Cats want to come back in this second half. Of course, you may say, oh, well, gosh, it's an 8-point lead. Don't know that can happen. Well, I know for a fact it can because I saw it in the girls' game earlier as the girls were down by 8 going into the second half and then stormed out and won that ball game 50-43. So the Wildcat boys definitely capable of doing that, and if they can, they will force a 4-way tie for second, and then it goes into the Byzantine tiebreaker rules that they have, the +10, -10, who beat whom, and that it gets really confusing because if Lovington comes back and wins this, they will have beat Portales twice. Portales beat Goddard twice, but Goddard beat Lovington twice. So then you get in the 10-point rule, and it like I said, it is a completely strange way of doing it, but no stranger than maybe just doing a coin toss. But you can't worry about that now. You got to worry about the second half and climbing back into this one and forcing all the weird math. If Portales wins tonight, they would be the second seed going into the district tournament for Lovington. If a loss would mean they are number 4, which means going on the road probably to Goddard. Well, no, probably to it. If Lovington loses tonight and Goddard was losing at the half in their game against Artesia, we'd be over in Roswell on Tuesday night at Roswell Goddard. So that's what we know, and now you know too. So this has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Get the Napa Know-How for your car. You know you're going to need it. And get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Napa, get up and go. Lovington Auto Supply, proud supporters of your Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. Back for the second half. Right after this, Wildcat basketball continues from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional man welding team. Support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat Basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will give somebody $100, one lucky subscriber, just to say thank you for watching the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. That's coming out of my pocket. So take $100 of my money as a way of saying thank you for watching on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. So back here for the start of the second half, and out on the floor, it'll be Betancourt, Arroyo, Cardenas, Pondo, and Thompson for the Wildcats, and it will be Portales ball as we get underway here in the third. As the inbound will wind up, and Portales comes around. As controlling, it'll be Culpepper. Culpepper, a little fade away from 10, and it is up and good. Culpepper now with 4 points in the ball game. Lovington and Thompson will turn it on, get it into the offensive zone to Arroyo. He splits two of the Rams, puts it up, gets his own rebound, won't fall on the putback, and it'll be Mayberry who winds up with it. Mayberry to Gomez, who will run the point and crosses the timeline. High pass over to Culpepper, thinks about the three. Thompson gets to him quickly. They'll move it back out with Lucero, and he'll just cycle it back near center court to Mayberry in the right wing, and then back over, resetting with Culpepper. 45 seconds gone here in the third. Just sling it over, kind of a sidearm to Lucero. Throw it inside to Culpepper. He gets met immediately, but Gomez comes through the lane and is there. He's got 8 points in the ballgame. Quick 4-0 run for Portales to start this third quarter. To Betancourt, and he'll drive in, and they're going to call the block. Yes, they will. Block going to be called on Aranda. His second personal as the Boo Birds come out. They're going to say, nope, they're going to say he was not in the act of shooting. So the score remains 38-26. They're going to put that one on Aranda, and that is his second personal. They have it as his first on the board. A little barking going on from the student section. Of course, the refs are going to be very, very aware of that after the incident that happened the other night in Roswell at Roswell High. I'm not sure what they're talking about out there now. All right, so Lovington basketball as Betancourt will throw it in. Cardenas gives it back to Betancourt as he works the right wing. Lovington moving left to right to Pondo. Hippity up through the lane, then back out to Thompson to Zadrick. As Betancourt, he's going to travel, and another turnover for the Wildcats. Give it back to Portales. So it will be the Rams basketball with 6:40 to go in the third. Lovington has got to find something and find it pretty quick. To Mayberry in front of his own bench. He'll take it to the left elbow, then use up the dribble. Come near side to Gomez as Cardenas works against him. Gomez looking for some room, and tic-tac, as they're going to say, the shove by Cardenas. Dallas, that'll be his third personal. First team foul on Lovington. Oh, the inbound will come in from Lucero. He'll get it into Gomez. Back on the near side near the scorer's table. Gomez cycles around to Aranda, takes it to the right elbow, uses up the dribble, gives it back to Gomez. Thinks about the three, thinks better of it. Gomez to the top of the arc. Now over to Mayberry. Mayberry cycles around, hands it off to Culpepper. Portales going to be content to just look for their shot. Push it back out. Lucero, right wing for three, and that one is going to be in and out. Aranda with the rebound, but he is going to be fouled as they're going to get Dallas. Dallas for his fourth personal, I've got to think. Arroyo having a chat with the officials. And they saying 2 shots. They're actually going to whistle that one on DeMarcus. Puts up the first, and it is good. He's got 4 points in the ball game, so now 39-26, a 13-point lead. Thompson will check out. Gomez will check in. Gomez and Betancourt on the front line. Lovington again trying to find the offense, get it on track as Aranda's second is up, no good. And it'll be Betancourt with the rebound for the Wildcats. 5:52 to go in the third, a 13-point Portales lead. To Arroyo as they cross the timeline. Wildcat basketball. Arroyo goes and splits 3 of the Rams right down the middle. Puts it in, and that's 12 points for Arroyo. 39-28, back to an 11-point lead. To the front court, and a 3-ball on the way, and that one is going to be in and out, and the rebound made by the Cats and Cardenas. So Cardenas to the front court, pushes it, knocked away, and it'll be stolen away. Portales with it as it's pushed to Lucero. Lucero underneath, a nice little pass to a trailer in Gomez, and Gomez has 10 in the ball game. To the front court come the Cats. Pondo right corner for 3 and bang! Maybe that's what the Cats need to get themselves on track. 41-31, a 10-point Portales lead. Now Gomez to the front court as the D-up chance starts from the pretty good Lovington contingent, and the give and go underneath Aranda on the left side with the left hand. It is up and in. Now 43-31, full court pressure is on as the inbound of Betancourt right back to Arroyo. 4:40 to go in this third quarter. 43-31 ball game. Portales in the lead. Betancourt to Pondo, deep right corner for 3. That one is off the mark, and a foul going to be called on Gomez. That'll be a push on Wyatt. His second personal, third team foul, and I think a little frustration starting to take hold for the Wildcats right now. So it'll be back into the hands of the Rams as Gomez takes it right up center court. He'll take it to the top of the arc and then bounce it over to Lucero. Lucero goes to the left block and then throws it out Aranda. Aranda hippity-hop into the lane, and hippity-hop and travel. 8th turnover of the ball game for Portales. They've done a much better job taking care of the basketball. They lead 43-31 at the halfway mark of this third quarter. And now Marcus Thompson comes back in for the Wildcats. And he'll pull the trigger on the inbound. And whistles sounding. As Pondo's gonna stay in. Cardenas comes out. So Thompson, Arroyo, Betancourt, Gomez, and Pondo on the floor for the Cats. Thompson, nifty little move. Gives it over to Arroyo. Thinks about the 3 from the left wing. Thinks better of it. Backs it up in front of the student section, then gets run into, no call. Goes to the right block, and a little fade away from there. No good, and nobody underneath to rebound. Portales with the rebound, and then they're going to have a foul called on Gomez. As the other Gomez, their Gomez, was whipping around trying to get it away from him. Wyatt's picked up 2 quick ones. That's his third personal, 4th team foul on the Cats. No matter what happens, you don't want to let this one devolve. Coach McBroom directing traffic, telling his guys to move. Gomez works against Arroyo, and a whistle sounds. 5-second violation on Portales. That'll be their 9th turnover of the ball game, and give it to Lovington. Anson Marquez checks in for the Wildcats. Goes in for Gomez. And the pressure is on. Betancourt will get it. He works against Hightower, just checked in. Give it to Thompson. Thompson to the right corner for 3, and Arroyo off the mark, and Beck with the rebound. He turns on the Jets, feeds it forward to Gomez, and he'll run it up, and he'll get the bucket and the foul. Just going to be one of those nights for the Wildcats. 45-31, count the bucket, and the push going to be called on Arroyo, his third personal, 5th team foul on the Cats. So at the line for the and one, it'll be Exodus Gomez, who's got 12 in the ball game. So Gomez puts the right foot on the stripe, takes the deep breath. And the and one is going to be off the mark, and it'll be Betancourt with the rebound. Betancourt to Arroyo, who spins away from Beck, who runs into him from behind. And well, I guess you've got to pretty much knock somebody down to get the call, and he pretty much did. Beck, his second personal. That's just the first team foul in the half on Portales, so it'll stay Lovington basketball. Zaranda checks out. Diaz will check in for the Rams, who lead this one 45-31, a 14-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the third. Lovington wants to come back. They got to start it right now, and an NBA three that is off the mark and into the hands of Diaz. I think it might have kissed the iron, but just barely. They'll give it to Hightower, and he'll throw it underneath. They were trying the little backdoor cut on the baseline with Beck. Nice job, though, flying through there to knock it away by Betancourt. Stays in the hands of Portales. And they'll get it into Gomez in the deep right corner. Betancourt on him to Beck. Now they'll push it over. And a three ball, and it is up, and it is in for Diaz. Count the bucket, and it's a three ball and the foul. So he'll go for the rare 4-point play as Arroyo going to get whistled up for his fourth personal. Julian going to have to sit. Nope, they changed it over to Anson Marquez. That'll be his first personal. So at the line for the and one will be Devin Diaz. And his and one is off the mark, and it'll be Thompson ripping down the rebound. Lovington basketball, but they trail 48-31. Ball loose on the court. Mad scramble for it, and they will call jump ball. And it'll stay Portales basketball, or be Portales basketball, or will it be Lovington? Again, I can't see it from where I sit. And a timeout taken by Coach Casey Pack. I think that's a good idea. 2:38 remaining here in this third quarter. Lovington trailing 48-31. We'll be back. More Wildcat basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Out of the Wildcat timeout, it will be Lovington basketball. Welcome back to Portales. I'm TJ Miracle as Thompson will inbound it for between the bench and the scorer's table. As Arroyo controls, takes it to the right wing where he works against Beck. Now he'll back it out. Lovington will just reset. To Betancourt, now to the corner. Pondo thinks about the three. Now they'll get it to Betancourt. He'll take it to the free throw line, give it to Arroyo from the right elbow. 15-footer off the mark. And the rebound made by Lucero. Jump stop as he crosses the timeline to Diaz as Diaz drives through, and they will get Diaz for the charge. His second personal, second team foul. 10th turnover for the Rams. So give it back to Lovington. Trailing by 17, 48-31. Lovington doesn't get it in gear pretty darn quick, and Diaz with a bump on the inbound. That'll be his third personal, third team foul on Portales. But Diaz, got to think he'll be checking out in favor of Mayberry. Yep, he will. So it'll stay Lovington basketball. Thompson to inbound under the full court trap pressure. Betancourt comes back and gets it. He'll cross over with pressure from Hightower. Bounce it into the corner for Arroyo. Three ball, and that one is off the mark from the tip. Thompson with the rebound and gets the putback. Thompson now with 5 points in the ball game. Breaks a little bit of a scoring drought for the Wildcats. Again, I apologize about the camera work. I am flying solo, and it is awful tight up here. So they'll get it to Beck and then toss it out. Lucero thinks about the three, goes through the lane as Pondo goes hard to the ground. His shot no good, and it'll be Betancourt with the rebound. Full court press, trap press on again. Get over to Betancourt near side. He'll push it forward into the hands of Marquez, who gets it to Pondo in the right corner for three. That one no good. And Arroyo gets bumped and no call, but it'll stay Lovington basketball as Beck gets into him. 1:19 remaining in the third. 48-33. Lovington doesn't want to go to Goddard on Tuesday night. They got to get it in gear and get it in gear quick. I don't really want to go to Roswell Tuesday night, guys, if that makes any difference. Well, the inbound will come into Arroyo. Julian backs it up. Now he's going to start his run in, gets 2 sets of screens. Now he'll move it, uses up the dribble, fade away from 12 on the right side, and Julian gets it up and in. 14 points for Arroyo, 35-48, back down the other way. Ball is loose on the court. Aranda saves it, gets it to Mayberry, and they will reset with Gomez. Under a minute to play here in the quarter, 48-35. So Gomez goes behind the back. Marquez on him. Content just to let him sit there and dribble, it looks like. Keeps moving it. Now he'll sling it to Lucero on the far side and gives it right back to Gomez. 35 seconds to go. They are letting him eat a whole lot of clock here. Lucero and Gomez just kind of smiling. Lovington not putting any pressure on him. Under 30 seconds to go in the third. Using up the dribble is Lucero. Pushes back out to Gomez. On him tied is Betancourt with 15 seconds remaining. And they are going to call the push on Zadrick. His first personal 6-team foul on the Cats. So 15 seconds to go. Wow, that was the 7th. I missed one somewhere. So all right, that'll put Exodus Gomez at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. We'll get the camera turned there. Gomez 0 for 1 at the line. And now he is 0 for 2, and it'll be Marquez with the rebound. To Arroyo, he'll run in, and a fadeaway from 10 won't go. We can't buy a bucket. And Arroyo will go to the line to shoot 2. They're going to call that on Marcus Aranda. That'll be his second. I had it as his third, but okay. So at the line for 2, Julian Arroyo. Julian 3 of 4 on the night as Wyatt Gomez waits to check back in. And Julian gets the roll. Wasn't pretty, but you'll take it. 48-36. They've chopped it back down to 12. At one point it was up at 17. So Lovington has chopped away at it. Second on the way for Julian. That one is going to fall off the right side, and Culpepper has the rebound. Get it forward to Lucero, loses the basketball. Betancourt is going to be blocked at the buzzer as they'll wave that one off, and we head to the fourth. The Wildcats trailing the Rams of Portales 36 to 48, I should say, to 36. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. This is Wildcat basketball.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional Man Welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Back here in Portales, Ram Athletic Center, start of the fourth quarter. The Cats have got to move and move fast. They trail by 12. As we get underway, Arroyo gets it on the inbound to Pondo, but he gets his pocket picked by Beck. 13th turnover for the Cats. Pardon me, that's Culpepper. So Culpepper comes near side to Lucero through the lane. Going to be partially blocked, and he's fouled. Lucero heads to the line for 2. Let's see who they're going to get on us, as they're going to get the push foul on Betancourt. Zadrick's second personal, 8-team foul on the Cats. Coach Casey Pack, not a happy man over on the sidelines as Lucero heads to the line, his first trip to the stripe. And he gets it to fall. He's got 6 in the ball game. Now 49-36. Lovington beat this team by 5 at our place, but getting beat by 13 right now here at theirs. Second one on the way and gets them both to fall. And now it's 50-36. Lovington basketball as some subs check in for the Rams. Beck will come in. He'll play defense off the inbound as Betancourt will get it back. They're going to try and trap him up far side. Arroyo takes it, brings it into the offensive zone, bouncing it to Gomez. Toss it back out to Betancourt, top of the arc, swinging near side to Arroyo. You've still got time, but you can't waste much of it. Got to find a good shot. Arroyo spin through the lane and puts it up and gets the roll. Julian Arroyo, 17 in the ball game. 50-38 makes it a 12-point game once again. Now a little back pressure for the Cats as Lucero will get it across the timeline. And a bad pass as Cardenas will track it down. He'll take it up on the left baseline and up and in for Dallas. He's got 6 in the ball game. And timeout going to be taken by Coach McBroom as Lovington cuts it back to just a 10-point game. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it right here. Say a big thank you to our friends at First American Bank of Lovington, Now Pharmacy, Devon Energy, Lovington Auto Supply, Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob's Thriftway, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Man Welding, and Stone Oilfield Services. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us tonight here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Lovington trying to chip away from, at one point, a 17-point deficit. Have cut it back to 10, but is it going to be too little too late? We get into all kinds of goofy scenarios if the Cats can come back and win it. I hope we get into those goofy scenarios. Of course, the Lovington Lady Cats earlier getting a 50-43 win to sew up their second place in district and probably a seat at the state tournament. Now out of the timeout for Tallis basketball. Gomez into the corner for Aranda. Now to Lucero on the near side underneath to Mayberry. Back out to Lucero. Lovington trying to trap in on him. Good reach for Betancourt. Got all ball, knocks it out. It will stay Portales basketball. Lovington falls tonight. They would go to Goddard on Tuesday night for the 3-4 game in the district tournament. From Culpepper over to Gomez, and he'll take it to the right block. His runner, no good, in a fight for the rebound, and they will call jump ball, and it'll stay Portales basketball. Coach Pack not a happy man. He's going to put DeMarcus Thompson back in the ball game. Coach Casey running a very short bench tonight. Haven't seen Guzman in the game. Only seen Marquez sporadically. The inbound will come into the backcourt, and that'll be Gomez. He works against Cardenas. Back to Lucero. Clock is not Lovington's friend. Fastball inside, wide open. Nobody covering underneath, and Zane Mayberry has 8 points in the ball game. Now 52-40. Still the trap in the backcourt. Betancourt will break it. Zadrick splits through traffic and puts up the underhanded runner. Betancourt with 6 in the ball game. We're going to go back and forth for a little while. Looks like 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Over to Culpepper. Uses up the dribble. Tosses back to Gomez. He's just going to back it up. Now they'll get it to Beck. Right wing for 3. In and out. And the rebound by Thompson. Thompson to Arroyo. They're going to try and pressure. Arroyo breaks it. Comes through. Fakes the pass and goes and puts it short. And into the hands of Portales as he's getting the business from the Portales student section. Good block. Good pass. Turnover forced by Betancourt. And then he is going to be fouled. So they're going to call that on Lucero. That'll be his second personal. Just the 6th team foul on Portales. Coach Casey Pack coming over to say something to Julian Arroyo. Lovington will be in the bonus. The next one is Betancourt inbounds to Arroyo. Arroyo going to direct traffic. 5:20 remaining in the ball game. Arroyo tries to take it in, has to toss it out. Bad pass, but Pondo is there to save it. Almost picked off into the deep right corner. Betancourt thinks about the 3. Now Lovington will decide to work, see if they can find a better shot. As the pocket gets picked, Betancourt will turn it over, and they'll give it to Beck, and he's going to short arm it. It is loose on the floor, and it'll wind up a foul or out of bounds. And they're going to say out of bounds, Lovington basketball. So Portales gets the steal, but then turns it right back over. Lovington trailing 52-42. The fastball out of the hands of Pondo and right back into the hands of the Rams. 15th turnover for the Cats. Just have not had it tonight. Get it. Gomez breaks through. Underhand, back and up, and a missed shot by Mayberry, and the rebound by Thompson, and he's going to get picked from behind. I said tic-tac earlier on one that we got. I'll say it on them too. You call that on back. That'll be his third personal. Lovington is in the bonus now. That should be the 7th. Yes, it is. So DeMarcus Thompson will head to the line for the 1-1. So Thompson goes to the line for a 1-1. Marcus 3 points in the ball game, but he has done a nice job on the glass, and he gets the front end of the 1-1 to go. So DeMarcus cuts it down to a 3-possession ball game with 4:42 remaining, a 9-point Portales lead. Lovington's not out of it yet. And the second, and that one is going to fall off the rim, and the rebound made by Portales, as they'll feed it forward to a breaking Hightower. Hightower got behind everybody. He's got 7 in the ball game. 54-43, back to an 11-point game, as almost losing it is Arroyo. He saves it. Betancourt will bring it into the offensive zone. They'll push it into the corner to Pondo. He'll drive in on the right base. Micah can't get the runner to fall, and another rebound for Portales as Culpepper to Gomez, and he'll put up the circus shot. No good. He's fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. Foul going to be called on Pondo. It'll be his second personal. 19 foul on the Cats. We just cannot buy a bucket tonight. So Gomez heads to the line. He's 0 of 2 from the stripe. And as soon as I say that, he becomes 1 of 3. Now 55-43, a 12-point lead for the Rams. They're trying to sew up second in district. It would also probably sew up their spot in the state tournament. He gets them both to fall. And what it means for Lovington is they're going to have to win the district tournament, I think, to make it into the playoffs. Not that they haven't done it before, but boy, that's the tough way to go. So to Betancourt as he'll drive it in, and Zadrick up and in. Zadrick now with 8 in the ball game. Not conceding anything as of yet, and back down the other way, and a foul going to be called on Lovington. Julian thought he had his feet set, but they're going to call the block on him instead. That'll be the 4th personal on Arroyo. And so Culpepper heads to the line to shoot 2. Culpepper's first trip to the stripe tonight. He's got 4 points. And make it 5. 57-45, back to a 12-point lead for the Rams. Second one on the way, and Culpepper gets them both. Now they're going to back off and let Lovington burn some time. Getting it across the timeline. 3:45 to go in the ball game. Arroyo, little head fake, and he'll put one up and count the bucket and the foul. Yes, sir. 19 points for Julian Arroyo. And he'll get to go to the line for the and one. 3rd personal on Lucero. 8-team foul on Portales. So Arroyo to the line. Eyes it, puts up the and one, and gets it. He's got 20 in the ball game. 58-48, back to a 10-point lead with 3:38 remaining. Pondo checks out. Cardenas checks back in. Now the full court pressure is on for the Wildcats. To Gomez, they will get it broken, though, with Culpepper. Culpepper to the front court as Betancourt goes to him, and they'll throw it out. Now they're going to play keep away. Looks like for 3:25. Lucero. Back to Culpepper. Push it across. To Hightower in the elbow and then near side. 3:15 to go and ticking. Portales going to be content to just run as much clock as they can here, up by 10. 58-48, and in will be Culpepper. His shot no good. Mayberry there with the rebound and the putback. 10 points in the ball game for Mayberry. Whoops, as I hit the wrong button, so we'll come back the other way and get this fixed here. There we go, 60-48, as Arroyo too high off the glass, and Hightower with the rebound. 2:43 to go as Lucero to the front court. Cardenas works against him. They try and trap him up. They'll get it over to Hightower, now into the corner with Mayberry. Mayberry just flips it back out near center court. 2.5 to go. 50-48. Portales 60-48, pardon me. They'll throw it to Hightower, and he gets hugged. No call by Arroyo, and that would have been number 5 for Julian, and they'll just reset it now. Lovington trying to foul. Now all of a sudden they're not calling him. Little hook shot, not going to fall, and it'll go out of bounds. And Betancourt, yeah, that ought to be a flagrant. Yeah, that'll be a flagrant. Betancourt, I think, just showing a little bit of frustration out there. That will be up. They're going to tee up Betancourt, and it will be the push on the technical, the flagrant foul. So they are going to go down and shoot some tees. That happened well after the play, and I think they're just a little bit frustrated. They were trying to get the foul to stop the clock and send them to the line. The refs didn't call it, but then it becomes the technical foul. Betancourt have to settle down as Arroyo's got his team corralled up at the Portales logo, is trying to settle them down. So at the line and in and out, and missing it is Culpepper. So the score remains 60-48. Culpepper puts up the second, and he gets that one to go. Now 61-48, and it'll be Portales basketball. Back out at center court with 2:11 to go in the ball game. And they now lead this one by 13. Packed house tonight here at the Ram Athletic Center. They'll just swing it into the backcourt with Hightower, and he'll throw it and almost throw it away, and we'll have a foul called. It will be on Portales, I've got to think. Yes, it will be. It'll be a push on Gomez, his third personal, after the turnover. So we'll walk back down and shoot some free throws. It'll be Pondo who heads to the line. Micah with 8 points in the ball game. 2:06 remaining in the contest. If the Cats could somehow come back, we'd get into all kinds of crazy tiebreaker scenarios. Micah puts up the front end of the 1-and-1 and just buries it. Not a lot of arc on that, but it works. It's kind of the way I shoot, actually. Second one is up and good. Get some good spin on that one. And so now 60-51. Lovington can't come back in the next 2 minutes of this one. We'll be in Roswell on Tuesday night, and a whistle away from the basketball. And I think frustration now just boiling over for the Wildcats. Let's see who they put that one up on. Going to be on Betancourt. That'll be his 4th personal. And so back down, it'll be Gomez. 14 points in the ball game. Leads the way for these Rams. Coach Casey Pack not waving the white flag yet. Neither is Coach Randy McBroom. He's not accepting a white flag being waved yet. Both teams still with their starters on the court, but Lovington looks like it's going to be a little too not enough tonight. And up and in for Gomez. He is one of the senior captains on this Portales team. Puts him back up by 12 as Gomez, Wyatt, checks out. Micah Pondo checks back in. Got Thompson and Betancourt in the front. Pondo and Cardenas behind. Second up and gets them both to go. Now 63-50 in favor of the Rams. 2 minutes exactly remaining in the ball game. As into the corner, Pondo for 3 and bang! Micah Pondo hits the 3 ball, his 3rd of the night. He's got 13 in the ball game. 63-53, and timeout going to be taken by Portales. So we'll just keep it right here. Of course, what we know after tonight, the final game of the regular season. District tournament will be next week. The Lovington girls getting the victory. So they'll have a home game, I believe, Thursday night back at Wildcat Gym against the winner of Goddard and Portales. Something tells me it'll be Portales coming to our place Thursday night on the girls' side of things. For Lovington, they are down by 10 with under 2 to play. If they can come back, they would force a 3-way tie for second. You get into all kinds of screwy tiebreakers. And if they hold on and do not come back in this, if Portales holds on, Lovington would go as the number 4 seed, and they would have to head over to Roswell Goddard, head over to Ground Zero on Tuesday night for the 3-4 matchup for the chance to come back here to take on Portales. Not sure how all the tiebreakers would have worked, but we can't worry about that. Under 2 to play in a 10-point deficit for the Wildcats. Just got to figure out how to get the ball and get it fast if they can. If they can steal the inbound, they don't, and they'll get it to Culpepper. They'll get it to Hightower, gives it back to Culpepper, then underneath to a wide-open Mayberry, and he will get it to go home. 12 points for Mayberry in the ballgame, 65-53. Back down come the Wildcats, and Arroyo controls. 1:45 to go from the free throw line. Picks up the dribble, then leans it up and in for Arroyo. 65-55. Throw it to Hightower in the front court and then give it. And they'll bounce it again. And Mayberry misses the point-blank layup, and it'll be Betancourt with the rebound. Zadrick keeps it himself. He'll bring it down, goes around to Ram, and can't get it to roll home. We've missed 5 or 6 of those tonight, and Betancourt will reach out and hug Lucero. I had that as 4. They've got it as 4 on Zadrick. I had it as 5. I would much rather have him out there. So I like their number better than ours. That will put Portales in the double bonus. So Lucero will head to the line to shoot 2. Lucero, 2 of 2 from the stripe, has 7 in the ball game, and make it 8. Now 66-55, 1:16 to go in the ball game. Wyatt Gomez going to check out. Micah Pondo going to check back in. Lucero at the line, got the first. Telling his guys what he expects and what they need to do. As Lucero toes the stripe, puts up his second, and gets them both to go. And now 67-55, a 12-point lead, 3 full possessions. Betancourt to Arroyo for 3, and bang! Julian's still out there fighting. All the Cats are. Now 58-67 to a 9-point ball game. Lucero throws the fastball to Aranda, almost throws it away. Over to Mayberry in the deep right corner. Now Portales just going to try and burn some clock, and we will have a foul away. And it'll be Pondo who's going to get whistled for the foul. His 3rd personal. And Portales going to go shoot some free throws. Coach Casey Pack going, what'd you do? Oh, they are going to call the flagrant. Now Lucero will head to the line after the flagrant foul. Now they call the flagrant. Lucero at the line, trying to get into double digits for himself tonight. Shoots the first and gonna miss it. So he's still got 9 on the board. 44 seconds remaining in the ball game. Some barking from the blue about the guy in stripes. Second one on the way, and he gets that one to go. He's got 10 in the ball game. Now 68-58. So it will be Portales ball because of the flagrant foul. So Portales going to be victorious tonight. Final is the only thing left in doubt. Lovington going to have some work to do this next week as the inbound, and now a foul called, and that'll do it for Zadrick, and Gomez will head to the line. So Betancourt with 5 personals in the ball game will foul out. Betancourt will finish up the night with 8 points. And we'll take it over to the free throw line now with Gomez. Gomez with 16 in the ball game leads the way for the Rams, 68-58. 41 seconds to go as Betancourt checks out. Hector Bonilla checks in. Good crowd making the trip tonight from Lee County. Shot is up, and it is good. Gomez now with 17 in the ball game. 69-58 our score. Second one is up, and that one is going to bounce off, and Pondo will get the rebound. Pondo to Arroyo. 36 seconds to go. Julian for three. It is off the glass, and Gomez with the rebound. He'll get it to Lucero. Bonilla on him. Back over to Gomez with 27 seconds to go. And the reach foul going to be called on Cardenas, and Gomez will head back to the line. Cardenas, I think that's his fourth. Yeah, that's okay. I had that as 4. So Lucero will head back to the line where he will shoot 2 more. So the Cats going to fall tonight. And they'll be 4th going into the district tournament as Gomez going to miss his first one. And now the bench is going to come out for the Rams at least. Gomez misses the first, Lai the second. Puts it up, and he gets that one to fall. Now 70-58, 25 seconds remaining in the ball game. So Lovington is going to find itself in the 20-20 position, going in as the 4th seed and having to win the district tournament to even get to the playoffs as a leaner from 7 on the left side, and Julian going to be fouled. He'll go to the line with 19 seconds to go. They're calling on Dallas Lozano, who just checked into the ball game, his first personal. So at the line, Julian Arroyo will shoot 2. Cats are in the double bonus. Julian gets the first one home. And now 70-59, Lovington trailing Portales. Going to fall tonight. And going to have some work to do come next week, because now if they want to get in the playoffs, it's going to be another case of they have got to win the district tournament. Second on the way for Arroyo, and won't get that one to go, and the rebound going to be made by Lozano, and he'll throw it away and out of bounds, so Lovington will get it back with 15 seconds remaining in the ball game. And trailing by 11. Micah Pondo to check back into the ball game. He'll come in for Wyatt Gomez. Still then they don't have time to still do something. Arroyo on the inbound, puts up the 3, and it is off of the mark. Clanks home as Micah with it, and he'll get the rebound and the putback. Pondo having a whale of a ball game tonight. 70-61, and that'll do it. Final score tonight, Lovington falls 70-61 to the Portales Rams, who will sew up the second place in the district. So Lovington now with some work to do. We'll take a timeout, come back with your Now Pharmacy postgame show and your Bob's Thriftway Coaches Conversation. Wildcat basketball continues here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Honest, trustworthy. Man Welding gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional man welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
And welcome to your Now Pharmacy postgame show from here in Portales as the Cats fall tonight 70-61 and will go to 500 on the season, 12-12, but 1-5 in district, and will be the number 4 seed going into the district tournament next week. So a lot of work for the Wildcats to do tonight. So let's take a look at some of the numbers. Leading scorer tonight for Portales was Exodus Gomez. He had 18 points in the ballgame, also in double digits, 12 points for Zane Mayberry and 10 points for Davian Lucero. The Rams go 17 of 27 from the free throw line tonight. And I didn't keep rebounds tonight, but I'm pretty sure they won the rebounding battle. They turned the ball over 14 times in the ballgame, 18 in the first, 16 in the second, 14 in the third, and 22 in the fourth. Gets them to their 70 on the board. Turning the page for the Lovington Wildcats, Julian Arroyo leads the way for the Cats tonight. He has 26 for Lovington, but a big night tonight for Micah Pondo. He has 17 in the ballgame, 8 for Zadrick Betancourt. He had 6 in the books for Dallas Cardenas, 4 points to Marcus Thompson, and 2 points for Wyatt Gomez. 11 of 15 from the free throw line, so a pretty good percentage from the stripe for the Cats. They turn the ball over 15 times tonight, get 12 in the first, 14 in the second, 10 in the third, and reel off 25 in the fourth, but too little, too late as they fall tonight by 9, 70-61 is the final. So a split night tonight from here at the Ram Athletic Center, with the Wildcat girls winning and sewing up second place in district. Big job for them as they had a come-from-behind victory 50-43 tonight. So a big win for the Lady Cats. And congratulations to Coach Chief Bridgeforth. The Lady Cats will be hosting the first round game of the district tournament on Thursday as they'll take on the winner of Portales and Goddard. Something tells me we'll see Portales on the girls' side again. For the Wildcats, though, the loss tonight means they will be the 4th seed into the district tournament, which means they're going to be on the road Tuesday night at Goddard, as Goddard fell tonight to Roswell High, to Artesia, 66-47. Thank you to Mr. Dow over at Pecos Valley for sending that. So Lovington and Goddard from Goddard on Tuesday night. We will get to the time as soon as we have that, but I know Coach Casey Pack going to be a little disappointed tonight, and they are doing their senior recognition tonight, so my guess is we are not going to have Coach Pack, but we always appreciate him coming up and talking to us. So with that, my friends, we will sign off on this one as the Wildcats fall tonight 70-61 in the nightcap, but in the earlier game, the girls winning 50-43. Lovington Wildcat and Lady Cat basketball has been brought to you by First American Bank of Lovington, Now Pharmacy, Devon Energy, Lovington Auto Supply, the Lovington Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Bob's Thriftway, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, and Man Welding. For Tiff and Evie back in studio, keeping an eye and an ear on things. For Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from the Ram Athletic Center. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Broadcasting and One Radio Square Sports. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.